Dear participants, hearty welcome. We are waiting for the participants to join. Within few minutes, we will begin our program.
Good afternoon to everyone. Hearty welcome to today's international webinar. Today our program starts with prayer song.
योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोतं प्रवरं मुनीना पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिं रानतोऽस्मि गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु
Hmm. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Anushriyata, Physical Director, JMJ College for Women, Tenali. A warm welcome to everyone present here. It is my privilege to introduce our esteemed resource person, Dr. K. Jyoti Dayanandan, Associate Professor of YMCA College of Physical Education, Nandanam, Chennai. Dr. Jyoti Dayanandan is an accomplished academician with more than 33 years of experience in the field of physical education. She has completed her BPE, MPE, MPhil, and PhD and holds additional qualifications such as UGC NET, MSc in Yoga and Naturopathy, a PG diploma in Yoga, and a certificate in gymnastics. She has served in several prestigious institutions and is currently working as associate professor, contributing extensively to teaching, research, and training. Dr. Dayanandan has published 72 national and 38 international research papers in reputed journals with high impact factor. She has also presented 57 research papers at various national seminars. Dr. Dayanand has guided 20 PhD scholars with two more theses submitted and one in progress, and has successfully supervised 103 MPhil candidates. In addition, she has evaluated 35 PhD theses and authored 9 books, both national and international. Beyond academics, she is actively engaged in research addressing women related issues, reflecting her deep commitment to social development. We are truly honored to have such an experienced and highly qualified scholar with us today. On behalf of the organizing committee, I take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Jyoti Dayanandan. I request everyone to kindly join me in welcoming her. Note, dear participants, please mute your audio and switch off your video to avoid inconvenience throughout the session. If you have any queries during the session, please post in the chat box. Thank you for your kind cooperation. Madam Dr. Jyoti Dayanandan, please take over the session.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Suja ma'am, for thinking about me. So I literally feel very proud of again joining your family. And through online mode, I would like to welcome once again on behalf of myself for this presentation. Thank you, Suja madam, for the beautiful introduction of me. Okay, so now without wasting our time, the topic which is being given, let me go with the presentation and I should justify what I'm planning to take. Yeah. Yeah, is it visible? My PowerPoint is visible, ma'am?
Yes, madam.
Full screen is there, full screen, yeah? Full screen, madam?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
Thank you. So I just thought of thinking of the college professors, handling the girls, particularly in JMJ Women's College. And these days it has becoming a difficult task for every professors to go ahead teaching and then managing them. And if they are mentally sound, it's well and good, because being in the digital world, we are not in a position to handle. If you see the kids, it's a problem. Coming to the job, it is a problem. And we need to manage our day-to-day life. And how are we going to cope up and go with the world? That is what I'm going to exhibit today in my presentation. And from school, the door and they come out. So this is what is happening, and the parents are not in a position to manage right from there onwards. And today, when they come to the college level, it becomes literally like how to cope up. This is where it is a problem for the teachers, also for the students. So we first have to know that what basically health. And I know you all are well educated faculty here, but still I would like to highlight that physical talks about your number of hair per square centimeter in your head. It speaks about your mental health, your physical health, and how well you get along with your friends, your peers, your children, your college mates, everywhere, and how socially you get linked with them, how you are able to respond during the emergency time where there's a flood, what you need to take, all that. It talks about your mental ability. And then spiritually, are we able to thank God? Every day, every moment, if we keep thanking God, I don't think anything will arrive to us. And even if you are in distress or in a problem, you think of those days that you were good, God had kept you in a very good position. So that has to be thanked, and then you keep living your life. And I'm going to share how it goes with it. So when mentally we get disturbed, the emotional well-being of an individual gets disturbed. So what it is basically, ability to manage and express emotions, whether you're laughing, you're standing on the podium with the medal, you are the state topper. How is that? How do you cope up with that? And this time you're a state topper in the 12th standard, they are not, and when they come to the college, they are not able to cope up with the studies. So these are emotional well-being is to cope with the stress and maintain positive outlook and sense of purpose in the life. Like what for you are, what for I'm here to help. So that is the purpose of the life. So it involves being aware of and accepting your feeling, build up resilience to navigate your challenges. What are your challenges? How you're going to get into the job? All that has to be trained in the girls by the professors only. So it depends upon your mind, behavior, your work, family, health, fitness. All these things basically talks about that. So basically, one who is fit, what we call, they get connected to people. If you're not able to meet them, at least once in a while, call them. Be active. Sitting alone on the couch and then having a remote and changing the channel and then putting themselves into stress is not the manner. So take notice wherever there's a problem, like you're putting on your weight, notice yourself. If your dress is becoming tight, notice yourself. Okay, if you're eating too much, notice yourself. You're getting angry, notice yourself. So this is what we go with it, and give love, take love, and keep learning. This is what we have to get on in our life. Okay. uh, Right. So there is difference between I'll then my next slide I'll tell you what it is. Now let me talk about the mental illness. Illness is a general term for a group illness that may include your symptoms such as thinking ability, perceiving ability, to see ability. They don't see that the car is coming or a horn is being made. They are in their own world. So that is where we can perceive the person is mentally ill. That's what. So what is a mood? Sometimes they're always not smiling, but the behavior is different. They start screaming in the class, and they are not coping up with the relationship and with the work, and they keep demanding something. Okay, that is where they go with it. So there are different types of mental disorders, or mental illness. We call it as anxiety, depression disorders, bipolar, and there are many things. I'll just take it here. And then bipolar disorders, the sleep awake disorder. While they're sleeping, they start perspiring all of a sudden. They sit again and think about something. So they keep tampering the pen, and they keep tampering the switchboards or whatever they keep doing. They knock something. Eating disorder, they either eat too much or they don't eat at all. And all these things. Obsessive compulsive disorder, if they want to clean, they keep cleaning. If they want to take bath, they keep taking bath. So this is what keeps happening with them. So there are different stages when a person crosses, and we as a professor should look at these students where they are traveling with. Try to speak to them, try to identify what is the changes that has brought in your student in the class. So for the first stage, which goes with the warning signals and the initial symptoms, you have to identify. The second stage, the child gets into the worsen system. Third stage, they get disrupted into the daily life. And then severe symptoms, they stop coming to the class, and then there are certain problems which takes place. So in the last sentence, what happens is they get into the persistence and the severe, and have the fear of their life, and they feel like dying, they want to suicide. That kind of episode starts coming. Once the episode of suicide once comes, we have to be very careful When there's a second attempt, we have to be again more careful with them. So this is called as another symptoms of this illness, which is called as schizophrenia, where the person feels poor memory. They have loss of memory. They're not in a position to write answer properly. They would have secured more marks in the 12th standard, but they're not able to do now. We have to identify crying without any reason. Then speech disorder. They're not in a position to answer. They start stammering in between. Then hallucination. They'll think that somebody is talking about me. Somebody is looking at me. They keep imagining things, and then lack of motivation comes. Then aggressive behavior, all these kind of things starts coming, and they laugh without any reason. So these are the symptoms of schizophrenia. Then there are, if I talk about these disorders, there are many things. I think my whole session will go with it. I'll just talk little about it, and we'll step on to the rejuvenation method. So some girls will have they will have everything. They'll have 5 lipsticks, they'll have good purse, they'll have good dress. Still, they will try to steal something from the shop. Okay, this is called as kleptomania disorder. They'll steal deliberately, desperately, and then they get caught sometimes. So these are the causes. Why? What are the causes? They are the antisocial attitudes are there. Okay, somebody must be disturbing them. Lack of education, poor employment history, lack of poor social leisure time. They don't know to go to park. They don't know to make use of the government given, areas, whatever it could be. And then family or marital factors it could be. Then substance abuse has become one of the biggest problem in all over the world. India's, of course, we are back, but still we are leading into the same, just like Russia and other countries. Then antisocial friends and peers. If your friends are not good, obviously we have to identify that they are into some mental illness. So all these things which literally becomes the cause of the mental illness. So what are the characteristics of a mentally healthy person? So when you look into the person, the mentally healthy person always keeps smiling. They accept what they are. If they are fat, they'll accept. If they are thin, they accept. If they don't have hair, they still accept. So accept who they are, and they can control how to react to the feelings. If somebody criticizes, they know how to accept the criticism. So they have satisfying and the harmonious relationship. They are comfortable with others. You can put them in anybody's room, anywhere, in the flight, wherever it is. They adjust. Okay, they don't take anything personally. They have self-respect. Okay, if they think that they have to get up in the morning, they'll get up in the morning. So they are responsible and made their own decisions, and self-awareness, self-discipline, all these things are there. Then we can call them as a mentally healthy person. So what causes, when we divide, it's a psychological, biological, and the social causes of mental illness. So when we look into that, it sometimes biological becomes genetic or acquired. Father or forefather who had been in such case stages, they also attain that only slowly. Then adverse early life experience, the girl has been misused by somebody, from the person who is known to them, and they get into some kind of trauma, some kind of abuse, some neglect, some parents' death, accident. All these things gets into their mind, and they become ill. And then individual psychological factor becomes the self-esteem. They think that they are very poor, they are not beautiful, they are very shabby, like that. They don't have good rapport about themselves. They don't realize themselves. That's what we can call it as. And then currently social circumstances like financial, work, relationship with the family, stress, all that also leads to the cause of the mental illness. So this is the difference between the mental health and the mental illness. Mental health is a state of well-being in which the person realizes his or own abilities, okay, and they cope up. Whereas when we get into the illness, it is the condition that affects the person's thinking, feeling, behavior, and mood. It becomes very, very tough for us to handle them, to change their thinking, their feeling, their behavior, and how we are going to take them is only through meditation. So I have got lots of slides where we can go with rejuvenation along with the meditation, but my half of my around 10 slides will focus on meditation, and this is what is required today in this world. So when you get into the school colleges, the focus on the meditation enhances the clarity for educators. This is one. And then awareness is also given to foster or to cultivate the empathy in teaching. This, it goes with it. Now when the institutional program, your college or anybody who is undergoing can have a daily yoga center where somebody can be invited, one of the outstanding students with yoga nationals and all that, can obviously take some sessions and foster community and reduce the stress. Okay, that could be one where somebody would like to relax themselves. And secondly, you can have mental health days. Like every year it is being celebrated in the month of February. We can start with one particular caption which is given, and teachers can encourage the health days. You can go with that. And then you can also have a wellness corner in your college where it provides the supportive space for the staff reflection. Okay, so you staff has to react to the students, help them how to cope up with that. So what basically meditation is? Meditation is a process, is to one's own self. It is only to realize what you are. If a person drinks and shouts in the public, he should know that he if he realizes that, then well and good. If he doesn't realize it, that means he shames himself. Okay, so self-realization is one which has to. If a pilot has to draw the flight, okay, or to take the flight on particular day, he's not supposed to drink the previous night. If he realizes that, then he can be a good pilot. So the self-realization is one which has to go, and then meditation would lead them and to ultimate revealer of what truly they are. So if I know I get angry by seeing somebody's something, so I must control that. Oh no, 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 that. So you can discover an inner guidance within yourself. So while you're sitting on for meditation, uh, like we say, God is coming in and talking to us. God has given me, revealed me, God has blessed me, some kind of thing. So that is what we discover, an inner guidance within ourselves. So that is only through meditation. So when you look into meditation, it has got lots of, which I'll be speaking in my next slide. And meditation is most often self-oriented and personal. I cannot meditate for you. I can pray for you. You can pray for me. Yeah, but meditation has to be done by the self, which the same person has to do. And there are several different forms of meditation where I'll try to highlight in my coming slides. Then when you look into the origin, there is no particular day or a person who is said to have invented meditation, or it was basically discovered by variety of people all over the world. And it has been known for more than 5,000 years. And this is how it goes. And some say that Shaolin monk had truly invented, but there is no history or the record or the evidence which states that, right? So this is meditation is basically to master your mind. It is for far better to conquer yourself or your mind than to win 1,000 battle. So if you can conquer your mind, if you have to get up, get up. You have to eat, eat. You have to eat less, eat less. You have to take more, more. You have to exercise. So this is where, if what I say, I should do. I should not rely upon somebody guiding me, telling me, do this, do this, do this. That is not. So it's my duty to do. Means I have to do. So that is the best battle you can. That is, you have conquered almost the whole world. It goes with that. And take time to do nothing often brings everything into perspective. Still you think that you don't have any work to do. As a professor, I know we get totally stubborn, with all paper correction, paper setting, paper evaluation, all that, covering the portion and all, and then knack and this and that. Go sit somewhere, sit idly, see the birds, see the crows, listen to the nature, look at, admire the nature. All that, it literally takes you away from the world. So when you see the third one, what we think, what we are. Whatever I think, that is what I am. If I eat too much, I become fat. If I eat less, I'll become thin. If I don't eat at all, I'll become differently. So and thinking, eating, mood, everything, what I am today is what we are, what we think, what we are. So why to meditate? So Buddha was asked, what have you gained from meditation? He replied, nothing. However, Buddha said, let me tell you what I lost: anger, anxiety, depression, insecurity, fear of old age and death. Why should we worry about the death? Why should we worry about aging? That's what it is. So we need not get into any fear. Just leave it to God. If you want your children to get married, leave it to God. God will, everything will go. Everything will go. It will lead, it will pass. Just like the tides come and go, come and go. The similarly, our life will also come and go. So this is where it is, and there can be high tides, low tides. This we have to think and go. So meditation is a journey towards Buddhahood. Actually, Buddha means living highest potential of life. This is what literal meaning of Buddha. So whatever life we have, got only one life in the world, this world, right? This living should be the highest potential of the life. So you conquer, you win by doing charity, by teaching, by winning the heart of the people. All that can be done. So, what is the science behind meditation and mental health? Meditation has been practiced for thousands, as I said, and can increase overall well being. This well being is the one which today UNO, WHO, and government, everybody is targeting all well being. In recent years, scientific researchers have also started coming out, and they say that the meditation can positively impact the brain and the mental health. So there's people have some kind of misconception about that, and some say that there is only one type of meditation. Some say it is all being still and quiet. Some say you have to be able to empty the mind. Meditation will put you at ease from day one onwards. No, it's not so. We know all there is to know about benefit. So it is only for reducing pain, stress, and anxiety. So people have got different kind of misconcept or concept about it. Now let me think the guide to mental rejuvenation. So meditation for mental rejuvenation is become one of the most important. If you see abroad, the doctors from India are practicing this literally with the patient, and it goes. So it definitely has got an impact. So the first thing when you look into it, it improves the memory. All those who are not able to memorize, better to make them to sit for meditation. It may increase the memory and the mental clarity. Yeah, then it decreases the depression. The meditation can help reduce the occurrence of depression. One may go, but the again and again undergoing, can be reduced by meditation. It enhances the willpower. Meditation helps the mental discipline, obviously, and you get better sleep. You get less pain if you have pain, some accident, and if you meditate, your pain is reduced. And I, being into women and the pregnancy and the labor and all that, we give meditation for the women in the labor ward itself, where the pain is reduced. The stress by undergone during the pregnancy period is also being reduced. So you can lessen the pain by doing meditation. Then it helps to lower the blood pressure, lessens the anxiety level, where particularly the social anxieties, fear, obsessive compulsive OCB, obsessive compulsive disorders, or the behavior goes off, and then greater compassion comes because of meditation. So find yourself best and increase the positive feeling and action towards others. So these are the things. Effect of meditation on brain. Neuroimagining studies have shown that meditation can change the structure and the function of the brain. So if you see the structure in my next slide, I'll show you the structure of the brain. And for example, meditation has been found to increase gray matter, that is the memory. Okay, and the gray matter also regulates the emotions, attention also. So this increase in the gray matter can lead to improved cognitive function. When you look at the tiger, you perceive whether the tiger is going to attack you, yeah, and that you try to see, and you try to react whether to run or how to protect yourself. So that is where your brain starts functioning. That we call it as cognitive function, how well you can act during that time. So which is including this is what it goes. And then additionally, meditation has been found to increase actively in prefrontal cortex. I'll show you in my next slide. So this increases the activity, can lead to decision making skills. So in the adverse condition, what to do, current has gone, what to do, how to manage, all that, that is called as decision making skill. And better problem solving abilities increases by doing meditation. So these are the stages of the brain during the meditation, where the beta, alpha, theta goes into it. So that is from conscious, one goes conscious while they sit. Slowly the gate opens from the brain, and then the gateway to subconscious gets opened. They get into um, you know subconscious mind, usually the light sleep will come to them, and then deep meditation, then intuition. They get intuition what is going to happen, whether they're going to get the job, they're not going to get the. So these are called the intuition, memory, and the vivid visual imagery. They get into visual imagery, then they get into super conscious mind. Let me show you in my next slide how it goes. So these are the beta, theta, alpha, and the delta, where the wake, normal, alert consciousness, then calmness, extreme aware of the quietly. You can, in the first stage, you will listen to the sound, humming, whatever sound comes, that keeps coming. And then slowly your mind goes into calm, quiet, alert, you become, and then you go relaxed. Again, there's no thinking at all. You go deep darkness, and deep relaxation, and then mental imagery starts, and then you become dreamless sleep. You don't have any dream, and then you go deep and come out. So this is where it goes. The beginners will have short time, and then slowly. So this is how the brain changes, the effect of meditation on the brain. There are some where you need to be flexible, you become flexible. Where you need to reduce stress, you stress. Where you need to focus, you need to focus. Where you get to memorize, you get memorized. And somewhere you get compassion, love, okay, all that. So these are the parts of the brain where which gets actually influenced because of meditation. So meditation also releases some of the chemicals from the brain, the happy hormones, the serotonin, dopamine, and the brain relieving, oxytocin, love, all that, are some of the chemicals which are released from the brain. And by meditation you can feel that, and it lasts for long. If you exercise, you get only epinephrine, which releases the pain of the muscle. Whereas while you meditate or even do yoga, it helps you for a longer duration. This is what we feel. So yeah, meditation also turns the amygdala size, and the medial prefrontal cortex becomes more stronger. And that is why sometimes you can feel, a very sound person will also have a very big head with them. And the control fields of anxiety, fear, general stress. So it is also said that the research has said that after the 6 weeks, the amygdala turned smaller in size. The smaller the size, the lesser stress the individuals felt, even though their external situation remains the same. If somebody is disturbing you, if they keep disturbing you, if you meditate, you don't react to anything. So that is where we go with, teaching somebody meditation can help them to cope up with the stress. Thus individuals reaction to the situation also changes. You don't react. Yeah. Then meditation enhances empathy by gamma waves. So the another way which takes is like I am capable of doing anything. This is what is the thing which comes after the meditation, or for after a period of meditation. So I set my mind to, this is what I go to. I can be the winner. I'll achieve, that kind of thing which comes in by the gamma waves, and also links information from all parts of the brain together, making brain work most efficiently. Whereas low gamma waves in the brain are associated with poor memory, impaired mental process, and learning difficulties. So when you look into hypothalamus, which is like a shape of seahorse, in the brain, and is responsible for learning, storage, memory, regulation of emotions, if affects your cognitive skills and the mental ability, it basically the hypothalamus affects. So the lifetime memory access by reducing stress cortisol in the brain. When you are stressed, cortisol sends to flood the hypothalamus, the memory component of your mind. It brings down your ability to accurately and quickly recall and store information. So this is where we go with it. Sometimes the children sleep and then get up. They don't at all act. Somebody will say that the child was sleeping. Okay. So for basically for the sportsmen, we don't allow them to sleep before the competition. Why? Because the cortisol sleeps off. So the cortisol has a tendency to have a accumulative effect. Therefore, it is important to neutralize the stress into one's life through meditation. So meditation becomes one of the things. And meditation has got impact on the logic of the brain, where the assessment, the rationale, the logical reasoning power, all that, it depends upon that, and which is there in your lateral prefrontal cortex and the frontal lobe of your brain. And meditation breaks down the fear and the phobia, the fear of jump, the fear of examination, the fear of anything. Okay. So all that can be broken through meditation, and it breaks down the feeling of stress, anxiety drastically. This is what has been observed, and your ability to ignore sensation of anxiety is enhanced as you meditate. So, as I said earlier, the chemical changes, along with the chemical changes, the hormonal changes also takes place, where the stress hormone cortisol and increases the level of serotonin, which is a natural transmitter associated with the feeling of happiness and well-being. These hormone changes can help reduce stress and promote relaxation. So this is where we go, and because of this cortisol only, your blood pressure becomes normal, your heart diseases are not there, you don't become fat, your health problems or the everything can be cured in a very fine manner. So this is how it has been exhibited, that if a person is stressed, how it affects the metabolism of an individual, how kidney, the adrenaline, you get angry, adrenaline secretes more, then the kidney failure becomes. When the you get stressed, or even your estrogen, your progesterone, all that also gets affected, and your luteinizing hormone, your follicle stimulating hormone, your ovaries, your all that gets affected only because of stress and this other thing. If you meditate, all these problems can be pushed off when you look into the general thing. So there are different types of meditation: passive meditation and the active meditation. So passive meditation is also called as vipassana meditation, which is self transformation through self observation. So here I basically deal with the pregnant women, and I've been I started my exercise in the year 1997. 1997, when I started doing my PhD, that was my area where the women were so very interested, and they underwent meditation, and there was a positive effect in their baby, in them, and to cope up with all kind of distress. And the active meditation, you can listen to the song, you can dance, you can start cooking, even when you brush your teeth, if you close your eyes and if you concentrate on your brush, whether the brush is touching all the teeth, that is also a kind of meditation. When you walk, you can walk uh, concentrating on your steps, your stride lengths, your breathing aspect, your arm motions, everything. If you have a deep concentration only on yourself and you keep walking, that is also called as active meditation. So meditation in the present. If you are depressed, that means you are living in the past. What is going to happen? I don't have pension. Oh, what is going to happen? No, no, you don't have to live in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future, right? So you can be anxious and you are thinking about your future, your children. Okay, that's fine. If you are at peace, that means you are living in the present. Today I had a good day, I had good food, I could digest, I slept, I had a good time. Thank God. I don't have any pain, I don't have any stress and distress, no disturbance, nobody has troubled me. Yes, thank God, and keep moving. So in peace and silence, the skin of the I means me, okay, dissolves, and the inner and the outer becomes one. Um, becomes one. So this is what we look into in outer ones, right? So meditating is oneness. Truth is not to be found outside. No teacher, no spirit, scripture or a artist or a person who can make can give it to you. It is inside you only. This is what I have. We have to feel ourselves. And if you wish to attain it, seek your own company. Be with yourself. This is what has been said by Osho. So, truth is not to be found outside, it is within us. We have to peep into it and then identify what the fact is. So, God is a frequency. Basically, we rely upon God, we pray God. Basically, God is a frequency that exists within you. That is where we get an empowerment, one alignment, something which touches you. This is where we go with, and you tune it. This is where. So, meditation and conventional health. There is no research that indicates meditation has got a debilitating effect in the body. So, used which can be used along with the medication. So meditation and medication can go hand in hand. If you are meditating, you cannot stop your medication. So it has to go together, and that is why we call it as conventional medicine. So there are another type which speaks contractual, receptive, reflective, and generative. So this is why the concentrative meditation, where you try to concentrate on one particular thing, on an object, or you can also have a sound of a mantra during meditation. It becomes a concentrative meditation, or transnatal meditation also, TM also we call it as. And then receptive meditation assists with becoming more fully present in the moment. So what you are, you be in the moment. Okay, so feeling of sensation, your touch, the chill air touching your face, and you give a smile on your face, your experience, your reaction, no stress on the face, no wrinkles on your forehead, sit, relax, you go with that. Okay, this is called a receptive meditation. Reflective meditation assists with investigating an idea in a systematic way. So uses disciples thinking analysis to reflect upon the compelling, the questions, the challenges, the ideas of the project. This is where we go with the reflective meditation. And generative meditation, where you go with the cultivating or strengthening your qualities like patience, love, appreciation, compassion, humility, gratitude, courage, all that comes with that. So what are the benefits? The benefits, when as I said, physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual, all that falls. You just cannot categorize, this is masala, this is salt, this is sweet, this is this. It is completely a mixture, where a higher level of energy, creativity, and spontaneity, which lowers the pressure, it gives an exercise tolerance, better concentration, all that I've already spoken to you, and will go. So the top psychological benefit goes with the self-confidence, your increased serotonin level, the happy hormones, your mood, resolves your phobia, the fear, and then controls own thoughts, thinking bad, your thoughts can be controlled, helps to focus and concentrate, increase creativity. This is where the whole world is looking upon the creativity. What are the apps you can create today? It goes. Then increasing brainwave cohesion, and then ability of memory, your regeneration, and emotional stability. This EQ is one which is basically, every one of us required to work in any place. If you have that, it's good. Then physiological benefits, I've been talking about a lot about the blood pressure, but some of them are oxygen consumption. In To lower the oxygen consumption, we can start meditating. We cannot like keep breathing like rats very constantly. So meditation helps you to reduce the consumption, and it decreases the respiratory rate, and increasing blood pressure can be reversed. Increasing the exercise tolerance can be kept, all that. And allergies, arthritis, menstrual symptoms, all that, everything can be reduced through meditation. So there is another method called as breathing meditation, where you concentrate on relaxation of the body, concentrate on the rhythm of your breathing. You can count breathing. Okay, and this can be one which is, so let us start doing that. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts. After exhaling, hold for counts. So it requires the 4 counts, where you breathe in for 4 counts, you hold for 4 count, okay, breathe out, exhale, and then Bahari Kumbhaka, hold after you breathe out. So every breathing aspect has got 4 stages where we have to go. You can increase this count from 4 seconds to 30 seconds. Inhale, but of course inhalation doesn't go for 30 seconds. You can inhale for 10 seconds to 20 seconds, and then hold for almost 1 minute, and then exhale slowly for 20 seconds, and then hold the emptiness, that is Bahari Kumbhaka. So Rechaka, Purka, Andhri Kumbhaka, Bahari Kumbhaka. These are the 4 things which now the scientists have started working on it, and everybody is practicing. Even while you're driving also, you can keep doing that. Inhale and then exhale. Then after exhale, you hold. Again inhale, hold, exhale, hold. This is how you can go ahead. Now you can always sit in your any kind of comfortable asana, whichever you like, Vajrasana, or even you can stretch your leg and sit. That's also not a problem. And as you close your eyes, you have to tell yourself, I exhale my worries, inhale peace. I release my tension and accept my tranquility. I breathe out fear and breathe in courage. I let go of all anger and welcome love. I release my sadness and receive joy. If this is where we go positive, we can always find ourselves happy. Whatever is there, we go contented with what I'm having. This is what we need to. So, uh, health, why do we need to be healthy? Just to enjoy a fruitful living. If I'm given some ice cream in front of me and I'm not very crazy about it, that means sometimes I can have. Okay. That is called if I have to go out, I should be able to go out. If I have to drive, I should drive. If I have to walk. So this is what is called as enjoying the fruitful living. Next is to avoid disease. If you see, go to the hospital, a small newborn baby is with stress. If baby has got so many catheters, this, that, and the baby is in stress. I don't know. So all these, avoiding disease and leading a beautiful life, even a small cut in a day, if knife has cut my finger, I'm always disturbed because of the small cut. If we don't have that, that means we are fine, absolutely fine. That could have taken place because of the disturbance that we were not concentrating in cutting our vegetable. So that is where, and delayed death. Delaying death is always a good symptom of a good health. This is what is the goal. This is where I need to work on. So these are all the dimension we rely upon the personal, the environment, the government. Always looking after government. What government has set up the hospital, what government has helped us in COVID, how did we cope up during the COVID time? All that the government has helped. And apart from the government, your local corporation, all that stands there with that. So how to choose a healthy path again. So healthy, skill related fitness, your health related fitness, both are there. If somebody is an athlete, okay, go ahead with that. Health related fitness, we go with the aerobic fitness. If you have to go run, catch the bus, run, catch the bus. If you have to walk and go today to the college, go walk and go. For muscular strength, you should have to carry your bag, your suitcase, and should be able to move from the entrance of the airport to the flight. There we don't stand having holding our suitcase or whatever it is. Today if you go to Delhi, what a lengthy airport they have. And then becomes flexible. If your 500 rupees has fallen down, you should be able to get into the cart, pull your money and then come out of the cart. So the flexibility stands very much. As long as you are flexible, your longevity of the life is good. So when you see the evolution, they show a child coming like this, like that, and the youth is like this, and then as we grow old again, like this, like this, like this. No, why should we stoop like this? So always try to sit straight, sit tall, walk tall, sleep tall. So I believe in tall, and then do flexibility exercises so that your spine is the most one which need to be kept flexible. And your body composition, what is the amount of fats you have accumulated in your body, in your blood. So body composition talks about the superficial body, and when you want to still go deep into it, you can take a blood test, identify your HDL, LDL, your triglycerides, your total cholesterol. All that speaks about what you eat and how is your mind, your mood. Everything is reflected in a small blood test that you do. So there are many types of exercises. Exercise is not that you do just one and then say I have exercise. No, it is a repetitive movement. If I try to exercise, I need to repeat the movement again and again, at least for 32 counts one exercise. Only then it can help you to get the effect of that particular exercise in that particular muscle, for that particular muscle or a group of muscles. So you have to perform, you have to identify what is your mode of exercise, what is the duration of exercise, how with what speed you're doing, with what intensity of the exercise, what speed you're doing, whether you're walking fast, you're walking slowly for 1 hour. So this is what it speaks about. And how many times frequently do in a week, and what is the rate of progression, whether you go and you fall, or slowly you try to increase the speed or the pace of your exercise. So before you need to understand that while you're exercising, your heart and your lungs should work together. So when your oxygen demand increases, your heart rate increases. Once the heart rate increases, your body temperature increases, you start perspiring and you go tired. tired because of lactic acid accumulation. So if you exercise, you should feel tired. If the tiredness has not hit you, that means your body demands more exercise. So work out that, come home, start working out on your muscles, basic muscles. You do some squats, and then it also helps you to develop your skeletal muscle. Ma'am, 1 minute, huh? I'll just take. Ma'am, I'm in an online class, ma'am. Please send me papers. Yeah. You can exercise for 30 to 45 minutes, 4 to 5 days a week. You can exercise where your, target heart rate of, if you want to exercise for 80%, then you take it as 180 minus your age. So this is the formula. If you are 50 years old, then 180 minus your age, your heart rate should reach to 130 beats per minute. So if you are running, once you start breathing here, only when your stomach comes out and you become thin. If there is this movement is not there of your abrupt movement of your abdomen going up, and you're not breathing in and breathing out, your body will not reduce by size. So if you want to become thin or reduce your body size, you need to get onto your heart rate, where you should breathe out, breathe in with, this is how you're supposed to do right then. So when you exercise, there should be muscular balance. You cannot work out for only one portion of the body and you don't leave it. So if you're working out for your chest, you need to work out for your back. If you're working for your abdomen, you need to work for your lower back. So there should be a balance while you do exercise, and your body should be perfectly into the position, the alignment we call it as, and full range of motion should be done. Like you are cycling, half cycle, it won't work out. You have to pedal the cycle completely. That is called full range of motion. Just like some people dance, even they don't even lift their hands. Now you have to lift your hand, extend your hand, only then your dance becomes more beautiful. So full range of motion has to be performed when you do, and ensure you take a medical clearance from the doctor if you've not been exercising for long. So warm up, you get into cardiorespiratory, and then end up with the cool down session. So let me move out. You can calculate your heart rate, that is target heart rate. 3 days you take, you after, as you get up, you take your heart rate, write it down and keep it. Then you add 3 days, 62 plus 65 plus 63 divided by 3 days, you get a measurement of 23 beats per minute. So if your age is 40 years, you try to take 220 minus age. This is a standard formula where we go with the age. So 220, it becomes 180 beats per minute. So this is another formula which has come out for, based on the age. Or you can take this 180, this 180, which has been the maximum heart rate, minus your 63 resting pulse rate, which becomes to 117. So you have to exercise from 117 to 180 beats per minute. So maintain this for at least 10 minutes so that the physiological benefits of the exercise takes place in your body. Yeah. So as I said, warm up is very good. You can buy some weights in your house, do some stretches, standing in front of the kitchen while the tea is boiling. You can obviously take your arms, you stretch your arms, you put your arms, you take the support of your kitchen slab, and you can perform some, ensure you don't hit yourself. That's all. And nightie is the dress which literally kills a person. Never be in nightie. The moment you come out of your bedroom, wear a proper attire and come out so that you exercise. Even the lungi wala gents, they are with the lungis or pajama, which makes them lethargic, those dresses. Wear a dress which will give you a comfort, where you start squatting immediately the moment you come out. The insulin is secreted while you sleep. As you get up, you need to utilize that by exercising immediately, so that your during the sleep, what all accumulation has taken place can be combusted well. You can exercise from top to bottom. You can learn some stretches of your own and work out yourself. You can get yourself into aerobics, your arm strengthening exercises, and then cool down. As you get into cool down, get into these positions, exercise yourself. So never cheat. So yeah, if you feel that today you have not exercised, you walk to your, in this college, to the college level, whatever it might be, 3 kilometers, okay, you walked up and down and come back. 6 kilometers you cover up, invariably, you exercise, you have done 10,000 steps you have taken a day. Well and good. So everybody monitors that only these days, right? Or if not, if you have time, 10 minutes do 3 times a day, or 15 minutes twice a day. that can take a sufficient thing away. You can also make use of your music, but ensure you don't take your cell phone, because you are under surveillance while you're walking. Never use your mobile and keep talking to somebody, because it is said that you are more under surveillance than the common person. You can buy some weights, keep it in your house, and you can make use of it. If not, you can fill some sand in the water bottle, keep it in such a way so that you exercise, and then keep it in the corner of the house. Buy a good pair of shoes, particularly in the evenings. You find the actual shape of your foot is proper only in the evenings. Don't buy in the mornings. And the shoes should be light. Air should percolate into your shoes. This is the technology which has come in, where the pores are there on the netted cloth, which helps you to allow the air to go in and out. Nowadays, if you open your shoes, it will not sting. Not like those days, if somebody used to remove their shoes, the whole hall used to sting. So the technology has come in more flexible, they are more durable, there is more molding technology has come. Your shoes will not break. Buy a good pair of shoes which will run for 5 to 6 years. I tell you, buy a quality shoe with 50% discount, it will go well. And you should be able to move your fingers inside the shoes. It should not be very tight. Now, while you put your shoes, you should be able to move. That means you are absolutely fine and you can move. And the shoes should be supportive, breathable, cushioning. This is what I look into it. And shoes are always fine. If you feel that your slippers or your footwear that you wear to the college is not comfortable, buy a pair of good shoes where you can wear it under your sari or salwar kameez or whatever attire you wear to the college. You can have these kind of thing which is more comfortable. You can stand for hours and take the class. This is where with always wear a pair of shoes. Without socks, you don't wear the shoes. Today, the technology has changed, and there is a nano silver antibacterial sports socks which has come in, and they are filled with the silver powder on the surfaces. That is why today silver is going costly and costlier, because they have identified, even in the teeth earlier they used to put, because bacteria will not sit in the silver. So this was identified, and today there are technology has gone, and you have the antibacterial cloth, silver cloth, which can be put in your kitchen articles, your silver plate, your silver bowls, all that. What it indicates is you are not affected by bacteria. So this is how you need to be. And drink. Don't keep on drinking water, 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 water. Some people I see, once I went to a school as a chief guest. I was watching one boy, sitting listening to me. I don't know whether he was listening or not. He went on drinking water and water. I made him to get up. Tell me, what for you're drinking so much of water? He said, my doctor asked me to drink. See, when there is a drink, take a sip of water before you are into the demand. You don't feel thirsty at all. So once you start feeling thirsty, the thirst cannot be broken by water, what water we drink. So don't allow your throat to go dry. Not that you keep drinking 7 liters of water, 8 liters, 5 liters. Somebody they say. But obviously, I don't believe you can have water according to your demand. Where drinking water can help you to increase your metabolism, and it allow you to burn more fats also. But it should be timely when to take. You all are aware of it, how to take in the early morning, or after eating, after 1 hour of your eating. All that talks about that. And drinking water based on your height and weight. If you consume optimum amount of water, it can help you to keep your skin dehydrated, shining, no wrinkles, all that. If you drink more of water, some body will retain water, and the body becomes more fat. So some body doesn't even sweat. That is also another cause, where if you sweat a lot, you drink more water. These are all the things which we need to take care. So 2 glasses of water after waking up, warm water, can help you. And if you want to still reduce your weight, add some lemon juice, and with the cinnamon powder can be added. You have that. And 1 cup of water 30 minutes before your meal can help you to improve your digestion. 1 glass of water after having food, and before taking bath you can have, and before going to bed some water can help you to get away from the heart diseases or heart attack. So there are many trends of exercises. You must have seen so many photographs, exercises, working on. And actually, it was discovered somewhere in 1949 what exercise is. That is why exercise field or the physical education field is always at the back. Yeah, the first research which was done on physical health, was reported in 1953 by Jerry Morris. And that's it. There are, you must have heard of aerobic exercise, anaerobic exercise, and all that. Aerobic exercise means, I'll just tell you in nutshell. If you have one bread which is closed in a tiffin box and kept for 3 days, you have one bread openly, you keep it outside in your kitchen. So after 3 days, you find this bread has also grown molds, bread molds are growing, bacteria is growing. When you open this tiffin box also, you find the bread molds have grown, right? The bacteria is growing. So in the presence of oxygen also, there is a growth. In the absence of oxygen also, the bread mold grows. So there, that is from there only the trend of aerobic and the anaerobic came into implementation. And you can exercise in the absence of oxygen, you can work in the presence of oxygen. That is when the demand is increasing. So when the demand is increasing, we call it as aerobic exercise. When there is no demand for that, say for example, I lift a weight, hoop, hoop. So I am not relying upon the energy, okay, to work out. So that is where we call it as absence of oxygen. It doesn't mean that I hold the breath and there's no demand of oxygen at all. I'm doing so. The sprint, powerlifting, weightlifting, all that talks about. So when you get into the weight training, it is said that 100% of your body weight is combusted. If you want to reduce, you can definitely get into resistive exercises. You build up your muscle, you add benefit to your body. So I don't want to take on having in your college, encourage the girls to come and exercise so that they get the benefit. And in one of the mornings, you can call some expert and talk to them, like how good beneficial your weight training is, which helps to improve their functional ability. That's where we go with it. And these are the tools you must be having in your college which can help them. And this is called as battle rope exercises, where the rope can be moved. Every tip of the rope moves, and you feel your heartbeat going so high, and you are full of cardio zone. You, the workout, it covers almost all the energy of your body, but you go tired also at the same time. So it all depends upon the lifting ability of yours. This is called pole fitness, which helps you to improve your core muscles, your thigh muscles, your arm and the abs. And this is called Pilates. You can Google yourself, get into YouTube, put Pilates exercise, you switch on your YouTube and then start exercising in your smart TV that you have in your house. That can help you to do some kind of workout. You can do yoga, power yoga, catch 10 asanas and perform one after the other, finish it in half an hour, and then get ready for your college. And it has got enormous effect. Don't think that you're wasting your time by doing something. No, invariably, some kind of effect will always take place in your body. This is called hot yoga. In sauna room, if you perform the exercises, it is called as hot yoga, because in some countries they don't have good temperature. So without your clothing, if you wear it, it helps you to detoxification, and it through sweat you can remove all your toxins. So when you look into the yogasana, basically it helps you to go for concentration, visualization. All that can be done through yoga, and it improves your mental resilience. You see the athletes, everyone who requires, even to take a 3-point shot by the basketballer, it requires concentration. So yoga can help you. Today yoga is being practiced by animals also, and in the defense and some of the police paper, where they make their cat, dog along with them to exercise. It has become a kind of fashion. And performing something with them, it helps you to relieve your stress, your anxiety, your blood pressure. All that can be reduced. This is called as aerial yoga and the pole yoga. If you have some space in your yoga lab, you can make use I mean put some clamps on the top of your roof, inside the room. You can allow such kind of aerial yoga to be performed in your college. Yeah, this is called as rope yoga. Again, it is, these are all becoming the everything has gone to the outsiders. No physical educationists are having yoga in their hand, or it has gone to corporates, it has gone to become a big market, and it's kind of business. If you have space and you can give them some AC hall, seniors, don't allow your college girls to go here and there. Open a kind of center where you can also create some kind of revenue, encourage the girls to perform in your own sector so that they get relaxed more. So you can go to aqua yoga, try to perform some poses, and it is also available. If you see some of the difficult it is, and because it allow makes your mental to your mind to focus more, and it improves your posture, your flexibility, your strength. Very very difficult. You also can get into vinyasa yoga. You Google and see how difficult it is. To getting onto the handstand itself is a difficult task when you get onto it. And the person, if you see some of the people with good muscle, oh, I perform yoga, you perform yoga, then I come to know, oh, this person is on vinyasa yoga, because it's very difficult. It allows the sweat to come out, you burn the calories, and your body is completely turned into muscles rather than fats. Yeah. So you can also get into active meditation. As I said, you can walk sometimes and meditate and feel your footsteps, your moves, your arms, and breathing aspect while you're walking. That is called as active meditation. This is called aerial yoga, where you try to perform this even with today, even in one of our newses in Chennai, they showed us like this has become a fashion. They just fly, go down, pick up the Swiss ball, and then come out. They leave it like that. All that can be done. And some of the heroine in one of the movies on this, and every time when she gets stressed, she gets into this. So it literally talks, oh, the how beneficial it is. It allows your complete anti-gravity when you perform the asanas. It stretches your spine, it lengthens your spine, and your alignment of the posture becomes perfect. You don't have to hunch or tilt your scoliosis or whatever it is. You won't get into it. This is called as back bend fearless with yoga wheel. It is also available. If not, you can also make something from your kitchen. You can take some of the article and get onto it and be in that for a while. Nothing else. You don't have to do anything. Just close your eyes and feel your body. That itself will take you to relaxation. You can also do some mini yoga. Now when you see our athletes or Indian team, we cannot take them for 1 hour of yoga. Oh, nobody will come to me. If I say Indian team, come on, come to me for 1 hour of yoga, no cricketer will come to me. If I say 10 minutes yoga, yes, madam, give me 5 minutes enough, mini yoga. So when you give them a mini yoga, that becomes more. So you're coming from the office, you're too tired, you have to cook for your dinner. Just take a mini yoga with your salwar kameez, with your sari, whatever you are, even on your cot, you can perform something, sit on it. And I would rather say that you get on to yen yoga. Yen yoga is one posture, can be attained at a time for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Just be on that. So suppose this is Shashangasana, be on Shashangasana for a while. You go deep into your sleep without dream, and all of a sudden you wake. That is called yen yoga. And today it makes you to feel calm, your mind gets calm with all the pressure of the energy. It takes place in the entire system, and we go with it. And this is called as kundalini yoga. Now it has become a common where you try to breathe in and breathe out, and physical movement, chanting mantra, meditation, all that has become kundalini yoga. You can practice anything and feel the vibes that creates. It activates your chakras from Mooladhara chakra to Sahasrara chakra. You get the power, anointment, the intuition power. All that comes only through yogic practice. Yeah, you don't have anything, you just buy. My daughter does that. She'll buy so many color books, and she'll keep drawing something, something, something whenever she's free. And frames, and she can be taken at that. And such books are available. If you find some students feeling very lazy, not able to do, come on, take this pencil, take this notebook, start drawing, feel the beauty of it. They do. Sometimes take them, go for outdoor yoga, go to the beach, put your thing, relax, do some asanas, sit there, vajrasana, padmasana, whatever is possible from your side you can do. That could be. And when you do yoga, it is not the simple one. It triggers almost all the major muscles of your body. And this is how it goes with the your deltoid, your erectus spinatus, your latissimus dorsi, your rectus abdominis, all that gets. And you have the thigh muscles, your gluteus muscles, everything is being triggered, activated. Your quadricep group of muscles, that is rectus femoris, your vastus lateralis, abductor brevis, abductus longus. So the four muscles of your thigh also get. So when you look into it, the thigh muscles are in group. When you start working on it, it works as a whole. So quadricep means four muscles at the back, hamstring group of muscles, abdominal muscles, rectus femoris, abductor brevis, abductor longus, vastus lateralis, abductor brevis, abductor longus, abductor brevis, abductor longus, abductor brevis, abductor longus, abductor brevis, abductor
Madam,
longus.
please switch on the microphone. Madam, your voice is not audible. Please switch on the microphone.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know how it went off. Somebody would have done it there. Okay, shall I go sharing my slide?
Yes,
Oh, where I have to stop and then again continue. Shall I, with your permission?
yes, ma'am. As
Yes,
your
ma'am.
comfort.
Yeah. Why? Because. But I did not touch my phone. This thing. I don't know. Another one. Just 30 seconds. Is it the entire? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Yeah, I think somebody might have operated from inside. If it gets means, ask them to switch on. Okay. I have
Okay,
not.
ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Right. So this is the inner one where we're talking about the muscles. Yeah. So if you see this Virabhadrasana, it helps you to take the complete spine is kept straight when you perform this asana. It also makes your gluteus muscle to work. So these are the base of a posture of an individual. If you think that I'm old, you will keep going. But we have to perform all these asana, which can help you to cope up with the daily driving car, the two-wheelers. The roads are not so very good, the population, the pollution, the traffic, all that can lead to a kind of stress. So if you see this, Udiana Bandas when you do, or you try to compress your stomach every day morning when you get up, if you want to reduce the fats around your tummy, you try to compress, press your abdomen, and that can slowly metabolize your fats from your abdominal zone, which tries to take your solar plexus and focuses your mind with the chakras also. So Uddiyana Bandha can be performed. You please learn it through your guru. If somebody is there to teach you Uddiyana Bandha, can help you. And this is called as Jalandhar Bandha. Jalandhar is to locking your throat. Okay, so bandha is to lock. So when you do with this, you try to contract your entire neck muscle, flexing the neck and drawing the chin to the sternum. So this is the moment you try to do. So this focuses the mind on the fifth chakra, that goes with it. Now, when you see in yoga, the Sarva Anga Asana is the Sarvanga Asana. So here, if you see this asana where the person is upside down, okay, this was the asana which is said to be Sarva Anga Asana. For if you perform this asana every day for 3 to 5 minutes, you don't have to perform any kind of asana, as they said by our old age people. Now the science have gone advanced and they have identified biomechanically that this asana that I have showed is the Parvatasana, is the one Adhomukha Parvatasana, is the one which takes you to the complete balance. There's a blood flow to your head, your spine is stretched, your thigh muscles are stretched, your arms are with the balance, legs are having carrying the equal weight. So there is no imbalance of your body or a stretch fracture or an injury to any part of the body. So here, this is where they look into, where there's more blood circulation rushing to your face, your head, your eyes, everywhere, and it gives you stability. Okay, is prioritizing over the mobilization with the emphasis on the lumbopelvic stability. It gets protection to the small joints. It you kind may stress your or create an injury in some part of the body when you do it, don't do it properly. So this asana is the one which helps you to give a protection. It also increases your flexibility also. So this can also be performed. You need to have a childish mind. If you can be like that, like, "Oh, I become old, I'm 50 years old, I'm 45 years old, why should I?" No, if you can perform this, after the menopause or after a certain age, the bone starts demineralizing. Only exercise can help you to strengthen or keep your bones strong. So only exercise can help you to absorb the calcium. If you are taking only your calcium tablets, don't think that taking calcium can help you to improve your bone density, right? If you exercise only in the presence of vitamin D, yeah, in this presence of sunlight, only your calcium can be absorbed, and it can be absorbed by the body, digested and absorbed by the body. So you need to perform weight bearing asanas, which helps you to cope up with the demineralization of the bone, your teeth, all that, talks about that. And these are few asanas which talks how healthy it is. You need to perform samatha. Okay, so yoga is a science. We call it as it is. The disorders of the body can be totally kept off. Keeping the body correcting into a healthy condition improves your mental capacity, develops the intellectual ability. So this is called as Nordic walking. If you want, you can also go with two sticks. This has become a fashion where you have the like a javelin throw. It will be, you peg it in your hand and have it with a handle, where it uses your 90% of the muscular muscle or the skeletal muscle. So it burns 46% of your calorie. Just imagine, your cell phone will show you what is the percentage of calories that you have combusted after you exercise for 1 hour. It goes to 250 calories. Oh my god, it's too good, too good. If you can burn out by the end of your resting metabolic rate, if you see, in my cell phone, it basically shows me um, how much of calories I have combusted, my resting metabolic rate and your active metabolic rate. So how much of energy do you spend? So what is the calorie you intake? All that need to be calorie. If you're not exercising, reduce your intake of your food. All that you need to. If you're going for a wedding party, reduce your intake of your midday meal. Or you're waiting for your night dinner. If you had a very good dinner, at 10 o'clock, wait for 12 hours so that you digest, the complete stomach is out clean, and then you add more food to your stomach. That is where we go with it. And Nordic walking is one which helps you to make movement of your neck, your shoulder, your back. All that can be structured well, and this is where the equipment is. And I was once called by Japanese people to come go to Japan, and it was only 25,000 rupees, which was asked by me. But some of my friends from Bangalore went, but still I find that in India it has not become a common trend of going with the Nordic walking. So this is called Tai Chi. I don't know whether in your institution you have a Tai Chi master. This you can put everything in your YouTube and switch on your smart TV, and you can perform along with that. Performing this, can help you to make a slow movement with rhythm and raising your arms, breathe in, breathe out, and to the music. It helps you to keep your mental ability, your spiritual ability, your inner peace can be kept That is where the people, it is not for old age people, you can give it to young people these days, is equally good for mind and body. So this is called Taibo, where it is done with full vigorous kicking and punching, oh, with the loud music it goes. And it is only the repetition of the movement. Once I happened to buy one CD. Those days CDs were very expensive, 450 rupees. In the landmark they gave me as a sale price. I said okay, because I was very much interested in aerobics, yoga, and all that. So I bought one Thai boot CD and I brought and saw in my house. It was only few moments which were done repeatedly, with a big sound, with a punch, with the music, but it was very exhaustive, and it was a very high impact exercise, which could also lead to some kinds of injury also if you overdo it. Okay, but very good in combusting your calories. So Zumba has almost become a very common, which combines your element of different types of dances like rock, ball, salsa, aerobics, merry-go, all that can be joined together. And to the music, when you perform, it improves your, inspires you to perform the exercise for longer duration, and it helps you to, Zumba helps you to burst out your metabolism, burns calories, your posture becomes more beautiful, all that. So this is called boot camp. You can also have this in your college if you want, but there should be some expert sitting there. You can buy some tires kept there. You can make them to work out with that. This is my college where I've got this, and there are lots of benefits of exercise. When you look into the benefit of strength training, it burns calorie, it gives you a good cardio effect, it improves your muscle requirement, more nutrients, it burns up fat, bones become stronger. I came across somebody, just a minute, there's a from control of exam. Ma'am, please send me, madam, I'm on an online class. Please send me the papers. Yeah. ஆமாம்மா நான் கிளாஸ்ல இருக்கேன். Can I call you back? கிளாஸ்ல அனுப்புமா, மெயில் அனுப்புங்க. ஓகே, வரேன். I'll call you back. Yeah, okay. So there was a constant call from one of the universities calling me for as an exam. I'm sorry, I beg your pardon for the same, and I could not respond to the frequent call. Okay, anyhow, so weight training can help you to boost your age, can be reduced. If you are 50 years, you will become 40 years. If you are 30 years, you will become more younger. So keep exercising. So the benefits of resistant exercise, it improves your mental health. As I've been talking about meditation, even exercises can help you to improve your mental health, decreases the symptoms of depression and anxiety, gives you more energy. If you're working out in the morning, the whole day is good, you are full of energy. People will question you, how is that you are, it is not that vitamin or boost or complan or all that. No, it's not so. So exercise can only help you to keep your mental health, your health of your heart can be kept, your waistline, it is whether it's a male or female, both of them should have a small waistline. When you draw a picture of a male, they show small waistline. When you draw a picture of a female, even there also the waistline is small. So there is a science which says that whether it's a male or female, the waistline should be small, and that is where you need to keep yourself, you look more better. So exercises, weight training can help you to keep your bone density good, improves your arthritis. If somebody is suffering from arthritis, different types of gout or rheumatoid arthritis or any kind of arthritis, weight training can help them to bear or improve their pain bearing ability, right? So you can get into what is fitness. So actually, I've not spoken on this aspect. If you're able to do your daily work with vigor, alertness, without feeling the tiredness or pain in your any part of the body, back, joint, that means you are healthy. That's why you eat well, sleep well, get up timely, well and good. So this is what we call it as healthy, and we need to get into such kind of life in our in coming days. So how to keep? What are the tips? Don't smoke. Today the smoking has become a literally become a fashion. I worked as a director in Pondicherry University on deputation. Yeah, I am talking about 2011. The girls were smoking. Before that, I worked in Taj in Delhi, Taj Mansingh five-star hotel in 1989 after my master's degree. We used to have a very big room, changing room for women in Taj Palace. And when I went there, used to go, very innocent after my master's degree, almost 21 years old. And only the tube light used to be same. It should be used to be full of smoke. I never felt. Now when I'm able to recall, the room used to be full of smoke because 1989, 90, the girls used to smoke a lot. Only they had a misconception and all that. I don't know what to say. If I start talking about that, I need another hour. So don't get into westernization. Western people are copying or adopting the system or the culture of Indian culture, which is more rich in all the ways. So stop smoking, whether it's a male or female. Drink plenty of water whenever it is required. Eat a variety of food. If you're called for a buffet, don't get into only biryani or only this. You keep your plate like a Indian flag, like a orange, white, and green. So how your plate looks beautiful, like India flag. Collect everything. So go with that and relax for 20 minutes a day. Today these days, IAS officers have been given one room with a kind of cot. They relax for 20 minutes so that the rest of the day becomes more fine. So relaxing in the afternoon, taking a small nap for 20 minutes can help you to give you more energy to work on for the rest of the time. Allow the girls, tell them, if you have your exam, go and take a small nap for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, let them sleep and come out. Yeah. Then floss every day. You can don't put pin into your teeth and all of that, but you can floss it. May drink different types of teas like clove tea, cardamom tea, cinnamon tea, lemon tea, all that. There are different types of teas that you can get active. Be active. Being active is one of the art. If you think once you cultivate your body into a sedentary life, then to change that sedentary life and bring that to come out, you need to counseling. So if you're active lady, be active. If you're active male, be active. Don't ask others to switch on the fan, give some water, give some tea. Get to the kitchen, do what you want, you get it for yourself. Yeah. Get more sleep. Sleeping is one of, you can have come across big actors, cine people, rich people, coffee day man dying, all that. Why? Because they have not been sleeping. They've been exercising for very well. Their dietary aspects were good, everything, they were clean, but then they died. Why? Because they did not have sufficient hours of sleep. So 7 hours is always good. Gandhiji used to sleep for 6 hours. Some say 8 hours, but 6 to 8 hours are always fine. You need to sleep for that and eat more protein, because protein also carries same calories. Carbohydrates also take 4 calories. When both are 4 calories, why do we load ourselves with carbohydrate, which converts to glucose? Yeah. And then obviously the insulin level increases. So go with the protein, which would be good. So this is called as the, just like food pyramid, we have the fitness pyramid where physical exercises can be done every day. Yeah, you can wash your car, which burns so much of calorie. You can walk to the nearby stores or the shops, and engage yourself in your aerobic exercises, where you can do 3 to 5 days a week. You can perform, do flexibility exercises 2 to 3 days a week, strengthening exercises not every day, only alternate days, because it takes 42 hours for a muscle fiber to get enlarged, or hypertrophy of the muscle to take place. It takes 42 hours. So doing weight training every day might not work out so well for you to get into a proper shape. You'll be wasting your time. And then recreational games, of course, you can do 2 to 3 days, and do sparingly is play computer games, watching TV, using escalator or lift can be used sparingly. Only when you're on demand you can do that. Yeah. So we can get into the next, where I am going reverse of what I do. So staying healthy, you need to have a good diet. Eating one food, a kind of food, only rice, never. Only bread, don't take. Only chapati, don't take. Take a combination of it. So carbs with the protein, with the vitamin C. In every food that we prepare, we add lemon, tamarind, or tomato, or lemon juice. So these are there in our Indian food, where or we use some mangoes in it. The vitamin C is always there. So when vitamin C is there, only protein can be absorbed. When carbohydrate and protein is mixed together, only then the digestion of the food takes better. So as I said, only chicken people eating, it's not that very good. You need to have some carbs also, some bread or roti, chapati, or thoda sa chawal. Something can be added with your food so that you go healthy. Indian foods are basically high in carbohydrate, high in saturated fat, and in urban settings, it is too much. So there was one big marriage. I was invited by or some cinema theater owner. Okay, and when we went, 101 dishes, big plate, yellow, this banana leaf, and they were putting mechanically, tuck 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 tuck. I said, what is this? Stop, almost 100, they want to keep decorate, and all the plantain leaves were taken away, wasting food. We should not have that kind of thing, which like buffet is always good, where you don't waste my time and the food is not wasted. Now when you look into it, some say ghee is not good, some say ghee is good. So if you see Milkha Singh, he used to drink only ghee and used to run. If you can take ghee added in your food, essay, when you put it on the top of your dal or sambar, like that, and eat, it's good. But if you boil your ghee and then put some puri into it, or samosa into it, or laddu, like that, if you eat, no, it will carry more calories. So try to avoid some of the whites, like white salt, white refined sugar, then white milk. I love milk, but I don't know why do people say not to take milk. If you are allergic to milk, you don't take. Otherwise, that's good. It's a good, like a some issues protein has got, and add more of fiber to your food. Sweet potato is said to be one of the best, which improves your skin, your aging, your joint pain, your fiber, your digestive system. Everything is absolutely fine with the sweet potato. You need to have one potato a day. What I do is I boil, boil it for 2 days in a cooker, and then I keep it. Next day when I take again, I put it in the hot water, ensure that it comes to the almost to a little of boiling point, and then I take it. So taking egg a day, taking sweet potato a day, taking less carbs, more of protein, all that, we need to tune our mind, but don't leave your staple food, otherwise you go stressed. Avoid dalda. Daldas are the worst thing, which is hydrogenated. Avoid doing that. Yeah. And a balanced diet is very much essential. Ask your girls to have and inspect your canteen, what is being sold, what is given to the girls, what food is given. So carbohydrate can be taken, protein can be taken in good amount, fat has to be taken in a very little amount, and milk product like curd, all that can be taken in a good heavy amount. So if you feel that you are deficient of your vitamin, there is some ulcer in your mouth, hair fall, some kind of change in your skin, you can obviously stick on to some kind of multivitamins and the minerals, which plays a very vital role in one's life. I remember once my husband was traveling along with his higher official IAS officer. So he left his multivitamin and he came off to the next place where we went. He went along with my husband. He went on telling to my husband, yeah, I left my multivitamin, I forgot my multivitamin, Frequently he was narrating that. Then my husband said, so what, sir? Multivitamin then. He said, what, Dayanandan? No, it is very important. That is where some of them keep their multivitamin to priority, that the deficiency should not there. So what food we take, basically does not get into your micro macro nutrients and all that. Some are very trace minerals. So if you can take that, multivitamin with the consultation of your doctor is always good. So very important for maintenance of the muscle mass is protein. So if protein is not there, as we go aging, some people stop taking protein because of gas formation, because of something poor digestion. No, it's not though. You have to prepare it in such a way that it is absorbed, and always take non-veg with onion and lemon juice, which helps you to digest faster and it has also been absorbed completely. And carbohydrate, good sources of energy, can give empty calories if you overdo it. Yeah, then substitute chapati for rice. I don't know why gluten and gluten free and this and that people are teaching. And if you are innocent, don't eat too much, eat less. Everything is good for your health. That's where I feel in. And taking too much of carbs, adding more calories to your body will lead you to heaviness, fat. You become fat. So you can also add some vegetables, 4 to 5 servings daily of vegetables and fruits, whichever is available in the market. Don't go for California apple, don't go for kiwis, don't go for apricot, which comes from America, Australia, or from Sri Lanka. Whatever is available you eat, and then enjoy the fruits. You can sometimes skip your big meal, have accommodated with the fruits. Coconut is always a good food. The moment you break it, within 1 hour that we give it to the god, and then we eat, within 1 hour when we eat, it has got lots of nutrients in it, which helps to keep your skin, your hair, your digestive system, everything fine. Yeah, say no to all these, these supplements of Horlicks, Complan, and all that, protein X. These will all take you to loading your kidney. And I don't know, I still remember my daughter, when I used to give Complan, she used to always say, Mom, I can't eat further food, my lunch, I don't feel hungry. So they make the food in such a way that it becomes very difficult for us, for the children to even digest sometimes, and which leads to worms in their stomach. And you need to go for deworming them very often. So please ensure that when you give them, you read the instruction which is being provided over there, and say no to all that. Yeah, so these are some of my episodes where I've been working with the pregnant ladies, the postnatal, the antenatal, and I've been on the web TVs quite a lot, and done quite a lot of work with the women and women forum, in the newspapers, in the Tamil magazines, Vigadan, Aval Vigadan, Kumudam, where working with them had been a passion, and I do that. So you can also work on certain aspect and take care of your health, where the baby in the womb itself, it is going to face the world. Encourage them to exercise during the pregnancy, so that the coming baby comes out healthy, small, normal delivery, and then it grows, recovers, mother recovers, the baby recovers faster. So this is where I stand with it. And healthy eating is always good for everybody. No food is good, no food is bad. Adequate and balance are the key characteristics of healthy food. Yeah, if you like ice cream, it doesn't mean that you eat lots of ice cream. If you like this thing, no. So that is where you become good, healthy, and well-being can be kept. So compare yourself, your complete body, with the parts of a car. If the leg goes, that means if the car tire doesn't work, it is compared with your leg. Any part of it, if the radiator is not working, gone. If your any mirror is not working, your car cannot move. All that are there. Similarly, our body has to function. Every part of your body has to be strong and fine to make yourself function. Your legs can be compared with the tire, your hands can be compared with the steering, okay. And that's where we go with it. Thank you so much for your patient listening, and thank you. Stop sharing. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am. With a wonderful session. Can we proceed to interaction from the
Yeah.
participants?
Yeah. Thank you so
Raise
much.
their hands. Dear
Yeah, thank you.
participants, somebody has raised your hand. You can interact with ma'am.
Yeah. Buji has raised hand. Thank you so much for your feedback, Sri Devi, and one by one I'm getting the feedback. Yeah, Anushi Rao, thank you. Thank you, Yujish. Everybody has got nicknames. Hema, thank you. Radhika, Dr. Reddy, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, somebody is raised. Can I have questions? So, ma'am, you can allow them to unmute and then ask questions. Thank
They can
you.
unmute themselves, ma'am.
Oh, somebody has seen me in the Pondicherry campus. Bala Guruvia, can you come? You can switch on your video and come, please. Which year? It was in 2011, 12. You were there? You were from the English department. Yeah. Yeah, wonderful. Can you raise some questions if you want?
No questions, madam. I feel very happy to see you again, madam.
Oh, what were you doing there in
I did my
2011, 12?
PG, madam, in
PG.
English department.
Wow, wow, wow. You must be a kid at that time. Yeah. And
Yes,
I
ma'am.
was the director of Pondicherry University. Yes, thank you so
Yes, ma'am.
much. Thank you.
So where am I?
I request all the participants to switch on your videos so that we can have a.
Ma'am, one more doubt, ma'am.
Yeah,
When we are in stress, usually I eat more. How I can reduce that?
yeah. When you are in stress, first of all, you try to select a plate, okay, which can be enough for you. Put a serving of whatever food you want. That's all. And you should finish it off with that. You should not go for the second serving. When you go for second serving, you tend to put on food in your plate again, and then you add more food. So you know yourself, you have realized, you have self realization. So what you need to do is you have to prepare your plate in such a way that only you will not go for second serving. With that, you will finish it off. That's the way you can restrict your overeating.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you,
Even
Susan.
snacking also, ma'am. Snacking.
Yeah, it is all that our habit. So once you have so many stuffs in your house, you tend to eat muruk, you achapam, that dish, this laddu, and it is there with every human being, not only with you. So what I do is, whenever I get lots of Diwali sweets and all, I don't store it in my house. I push it off. You take, give, share, take it to your college, share with the people and finish, exhaust it. Because people, if somebody comes to your house bringing sweets, you tell them, carry fruits rather than sweets. So in our hospital where I give pregnancy exercises, they don't sell any Horlicks, Complan in their medical center one. They don't allow you to carry this to the patient and to be given to the, even during the postnatal, mother's Horlicks, this Horlicks, nothing. Doctor will not allow you to give all that. Eat natural food. The third day itself, they are eating good food, the women, and they come out very normally. So that is where. Okay. Yeah. Even that snack also, you keep it in your plate and sit in front of your TV, eat it, and then finish it off. And you have a gap of at least 3 to 5 hours between your lunch and dinner. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, ma'am.
Jenny, yeah, question, please. Thank you.
Yoga, meditation, and balanced diet, then we can correct ourselves as well as we can teach the same to our students.
Yeah.
Very informative and interesting and practically useful session, madam. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I must thank Sujata. She has given this opportunity to me. I think I request Sujata to please come. Thank you, Suja, for yeah, I have also come to your college for one of the conferences. Thank you, Suja. You always remember me. And I have been to your campus also, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. From then onwards, we are waiting to hear from you again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Any
Now,
other question? Yeah.
any more questions from the participants? I don't think so, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. Now I
Thank
invite Yojita to introduce our
Ma'am,
valedictory
may I?
speaker.
Yeah. Yeah, Reena, one question. Come on, Reena.
Ma'am, I'm a school teacher in Delhi, and these days when the pollution is so much high in Delhi, please guide what exercises do we need to do so that we can remain fit and active also.
See, you need to first of all wear mask. Okay, that masking and wearing mask and going out has to be kept as a part of your daily outgoing. Okay, whether government declares it as a highly polluted, I know it is highly polluted because of the smoke and the nearby Punjab and agriculture fires and then heat अभी तो और आपकी गर्मी ज्यादा हो गया है ना, ठंड ज्यादा होता है तो वो लोग जलाने लग जाते हैं। तो आपको क्या करना है कि डेली सुबह उठते ही नहीं, थोड़ी देर के बाद यू कैन गो विद द नाड़ी स्तुति प्राणायामा. Okay, always inhale, start the inhalation from your left side and exhale from your right to left. Never start from your right side. It will lead to put on weight. Okay, so this is the science behind yoga. So whenever you try to do pranayama, sit in a place where it is not polluted and trees are there, plenty of trees, or neem tree or banyan tree, any trees there. Okay, there you sit down, try to do your nadi stuti pranayama. Then you can go with kapala bhati, where you can clean your kapala, and you look more beautiful, you don't go stressed. And I think whenever you go out also, you inhale long and exhale long. Don't try to do a shallow breathing. Shallow breathing. Go deep inhalation, deep exhalation. That can help you to cope up. I know it is a very big problem in Delhi, but I don't think any further this thing. Only pranayama can help you. And you can eat, take some lemon, which can detoxify. फिर क्या बोलते हैं, अचार में डालते हैं ना, काला काला, कलौंजी, कलौंजी, या
Kalonji, ma'am, Kalonji.
कलौंजी कैन बी टेकन. ऐसे ही आप हाथ में डाल के मुंह में डाल लीजिए और पानी पी लीजिए कलौंजी को. तो दैट कैन ऑल्सो गिव, टू ईट द फूड दैट कैन गिव यू मोर ऑक्सीजन टू योर मस्ल्स, टिश्यूज एंड द सेल्स कैन ब्रीथ इन एंड ब्रीथ आउट. दैट्स व्हाई. या,
Thank you, ma'am.
थैंक यू रीना जी. Yes, ma'am. Now you can go ahead. Thank you. I'll quit now. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of the organizing committee of 5 days International Online FDP on the Mindful Mentor, a proactive framework for fostering student resilience and mental well-being, it is my privilege to I'm very glad to introduce Dr. D. Saroja Madam as the distinguished speaker for the valedictory address of the 5-day International Online FDP on the Mindful Mentor, a proactive framework for fostering student resilience and mental well-being. Dr. D. Saroja Ma'am is an eminent psychologist, seasoned academician, and transformative counselor with over 5 decades of service in the field of psychology, mental health, and human development. She is the founder of Manashanti Counseling Center, Guntur, the first formal counseling center in Guntur and Krishna districts, and has been a practicing counselor for over 30 years. She has guided several PhD and MPhil scholars, published research works, and participated in international conferences. Dr. Saroja Ma'am has received notable national and international recognitions, including the Woman of the Year Award in 1999 by the American Biographical Institute, USA, the NTR Telugu Mahila Award in 2001, and the Global Foundation Excellence Award in 2012 for her outstanding contributions to mental health and women empowerment. She is also the founder president of the Global Counseling Psychologists Association, promoting collaboration and training in counseling psychology. With her profound experience, compassionate approach, and dedication to student well-being, Dr. D. Saroja Ma'am brings deep insights into resilience building, mindful mentorship, and proactive psychological support, making her presence truly valuable for this FDP. We are deeply honored to have Dr. D. Saroja Ma'am with us today. With utmost respect and gratitude, I now request Madam to kindly deliver the valedictory address. Madam, please take over the session.
Very happy and good evening to all higher education teachers and faculty. Really, I appreciate and admire the theme of the program because nowadays everyone is experiencing, what shall we say, children of, say, intellectual giantness and emotional crippledness. It is actually going, and many people who are very well versed in academics and cognitive aspects, they are not able to take care of their own feelings and emotions, and emotional intelligence is very less. That's why they are facing so many problems. And I really thank the organizers of this program, especially Sister Vijay Mary, Udumula, and all the patrons here, our students. And this is our JMJ family, worked 37 years, and really what I am today is because of this institution. I owe a lot. This is my, actually, not JMJ College, the St. Joseph's B.Ed College, but most of JMJ College students, they used to come after graduation to our B.Ed college, and I used to experience this college's tempo, and I really admire and appreciate the convener, Hemalata, Dr. Hemalata, and others, and also Sister Roslyn, Sister Shanta. All are my students actually. Sister Teresa in MED, she was my student. And really, I am very fortunate to have a session with you all, and you are all our old relatives and friends. Really, I appreciate the theme of the program. I really congratulate. This is the need of the day, Kadu. This is the need of the hour. Need of the hour. The famous Watson, who invented DNA, he found that even Einstein's physics is not that applicable nowadays. But the future is for psychology, because most of our problems are mm, mental problems, psychosocial problems. And we really feel in this digital age so mechanized. We always think about the outside, not the inside. So we have to previously, the child centered education brought us three waves in psychology, all of you know. And mental health, I may be know, you may be knowing, to maintain our mental health. It is, where is it? It is in our hands only. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes. It is in our hands. It is our choice to be mentally healthy. It is your choice to be happy. It is your happy to see positive things in. You see, it is our choice to see positive things in others and solve many problems. So I appreciate and admire the organizers as well as the convener, Dr. Hemlata, and others and faculty members. And I think all the participants are overwhelmed and also full of empowering mental health and all. Before I start my actual lecture, mm, mental health, all of you know, according to WHO, it is a state of physical. Just now I heard of the other eminent speaker on physical health. Physical, mental, social, emotional, and spiritual, and also environmental well being. In that state, an individual tries to bring out their best in terms of their innate potential, abilities, skills, and talents. And then withstanding our stresses and strains of daily life, that is called emotional resilience. And the both positive and negative feelings are the same side, two sides of the same coin. But as a responsible citizen, we need to contribute our skills and talents before we leave this world, and we have to make an indelible impression on this cosmos by contributing our own best and traveling towards right from the day one of our education towards self-actualization. You might have heard, because there are three types of waves I told you. Number one is psychodynamic wave, Freudian psychology, subconscious and conscious, and also the mentally ill patients they deal, and also behaviorism, wherein we can measure behavior, outside behavior, but interpreting the inner and feelings and thoughts of ourselves. And it is a habit formation, and also insightful learning, wherein we are going to use our right brain and left brain together to think holistically and in a related manner to come out with beautiful solutions, sudden appearance of solution is also called intuition. Nowadays, the present day education needs to travel towards innovations, intuitions, because even formal education may not give you intuition. Sometimes we may get we use our experience and common sense, sudden appearance of solution. And as Maslow, the third wave of education or psychology is humanistic psychology. What is this humanistic psychology? Psychology should be humanized. Oh, the two main contributors of this humanistic psychology are Maslow with his need hierarchy. All of us know highest need is self-actualization, realizing our full potential in a state of well-being, physical, social, emotional, intellectual. అన్ని రకాలుగా see we have to a state of balance, and then seeing the world to bring out our best with passion and goal orientedness and perseverance. These are the things. And in a mental health program, usually I think you are enriched with so much of knowledge all these 5 days. Now, actually, this why I told about humanistic psychology. A third wave in psychology. Fourth wave is transcendental psychology and spiritual psychology. So, in humanistic psychology, Maslow, with his need hierarchy, the highest need is self-actualization. What is this self-actualization? After finishing our satisfying ourselves with physiological needs, security needs, love needs or belongingness needs, and also recognition needs, esteem needs, and we travel slowly towards the highest need, that is self-actualization, is contributing our own best, realizing our maximum potential, and using our potential for our sake and the world's sake. So, the main aim of education is to bring out these self-actualizing tendencies. Many, Arnold Jessel and also the John Dewey, they contributed very much. And Jessel, really, I appreciate Jessel's one. We have to bring out what is unfolded. We have to unfold the individual, what is enfolded in the germ, both heredity as well as environment. So that's how humanistic psychology is backed by Carl Rogers with his fully functioning personality, congruence, that is, he mentioned about four fundamental humanistic attitudes and interpersonal skills, on which I did my PhD and doctoral work in 1985 itself, and completed as a teacher fellow from Baroda MS University under Professor Desai, humanistic education. I took the problem. I am the first one to get into this problem in India, and only very few researches have been done under this. The actually, what is this humanistic psychology? But Maslow and Carl Rogers, the person-oriented counselor and non-directive counseling, and he mentioned about when a teacher acts as a facilitator of learning, not an authority, not a dictator, and also present nurturing conditions like respect, genuineness, empathy, warmth. So we already know Emerson long back mentioned about the secret of education. The secret of education lies in respecting whom? Teacher or pupil? Respecting pupil. The secret of education is lying in the respecting the pupil. So, Carl Rogers also mentioned these humanistic interpersonal skills, especially respect, genuineness, trueness or realness, and integrity, then empathy, that is understanding our own feelings and uh, feelings of the other person, and tune into the same wavelength of the other person and see the world from his eyes. So that's how we have to empathize and develop sensitivity to understand, first of all, ourselves first, our feelings, our emotions, and our others' emotions also. Always, right from times memorial in our culture, our sages and gurus and all those people who they have done all sorts of meditation in terms of tapassu and all, and they achieved from inside out. But now, because of digital age, we are becoming dehumanized. Why, in 70s itself, Alvin Toffler wrote a book on future shock. What is that shock? He told in his book that we are going to get dehumanized society because we are missing joint families, single parent families, and then no nuclear families, from joint family to nuclear family to no, single parent family, and now the future shock is no parent family, no parent family. What is this no parent family? Nowadays, the signs are evident in the world that no one would like to get married because it is a strenuous process to adjust with the spouse, as well as rearing children is a difficult thing nowadays, they are feeling, because we are more interested towards the outside things, our cognitive domain, our thinking, but we are not thinking about our own inner self. So previously they used to do tapas meditation and then try to know who we are, what type of behavior we do have. They used to think. But nowadays we are more mechanized. So he described in future we are going to have insane society. If I think there is a digital book also, Future Shock, by Alvin Toffler. You can go for that, and dehumanized society. And because of that, we are thinking about now the mental health and mental well-being, and present day generation is lacking. Though they are genius, though they have high cognitive abilities and intelligence compared to previous generations, but they don't know how to adjust with others, and they are not ruled by our core values, and they think that these values are lofty, cannot be practicable. That is why they usually go for role models, but they are saying now they are missing role models. They don't have sufficient role models to put into practice the whatever values that we do have. So therefore, Carl Rogers mentioned about respect. What to respect? Respect the feelings, respect the ideas, accept the child as he is, with all his plus and minus points, with all his strengths and weaknesses. Actually, I selected this problem for the first time from my college as I was observing teaching lessons in English. Actually, English madam is observing. Whenever English madam is observing first lesson or second lesson, and I also used to help them in observing teaching practice lessons. They get shivering and then fear with regard to subject teacher, because knowingly, unknowingly, she used to correct in front of while they're teaching, first teaching, while they are teaching, she used to correct. Of course, she may be correct and mentioning about her. At the same time, the first teaching, they enter with all sorts of fears and then shock, and then they may think that they're very conscious about others. So they used to say that, and they cannot fear enters like a cloud, and they may not be able to complete the lesson, and then they will be getting low grades. And the same students, they used to come to me because I am not a subject teacher. I am just supporting them, helping them to evaluate the first lesson. And they used to teach very nicely in front of me. They used to get very good grades, even first lesson, A grade, B grade, and all. But she used to ask, why this happens? Why are you giving many higher grades? No, in front of me, because I don't correct them, I will accept them as they are, and they will learn one by one later on. So, if in their turmoil of fear, fear of public speaking, and then testing themselves, they forget many things, and they use, if you correct in front of the class, then they feel so shocked. So therefore, then I selected humanistic education is the one. We have to allow them a kind of freedom, seeing, accepting them as it is, respecting their plus points. Whatever good things you find in them, we have to appreciate, admire, and then give compliments generously to build up uh, mm, their self-esteem and confidence. So you need not praise them like, but at the same time, if they have any good things, even if a good thing is not one, you have to give the compliments generously so that they will feel happy, and then they will confident, and then they encourage themselves from inside to develop that quality. So in counseling also, we always see the strengths of a person, and then if pluses are added, minuses will go like an ice cream. So therefore, though they reduce the negative points, and the especially feelings. Only two things that we can think of for mental health and well-being, I can, as far as my experience as a counselor since 35 years, and also in teaching, seeing the students, we should see the good things, give compliments, so that even if it is not one, there is a room for improvement throughout life to improve our psychological aspects. And as Socrates' mean is there, striking the balance, that is the 50% behavior is there, then it is equivalent to 100%. So honesty, sincerity, respect that means we have to respect the feelings of the student, and respect accept the student with his strengths and weaknesses as he is, and then try to be very free to talk, and then approachable we should be, then only they will come to you and then share their own problems and all. So next one is trueness, that is realness, genuineness. A teacher is true and genuine, definitely transparent with his integrity, what he says, what he does, and whatever he says, he should practice somehow a little bit, and then in front of students, we have to present ourselves as a role model, our integrity. See, it is not the thing that we remember what we teach. It is the thing how we teach, how we our personality, latent curriculum, that is our personality, they observe and then follow. And also empathy, may be knowing and understanding your feelings. Unless you understand, I get angry, I get irritation, I get stressed. When I am get stressed, how I behave, what things that are going on. If I get angry, then what happens? I lose my energy. All negative feelings take away your energy. Anger, fear, phobias, then enmity, jealousy, comparisons, competitions take away our energy. So we have to introspect ourselves. And introspection is nothing but meditation. Introspection is nothing but prayer. Usually in prayer we ask, God to give this, that, that. No, we try to ask God good health and other things. So here we have to think of our own behavior, whether we are doing right thing or wrong thing, whether we are hurting others, we are playing, doing good, and we are making happy. So usually I mention about happiness is our ultimate goal. This happiness comes from mental health and well-being. We are achieving better. We are confident. We esteemed. So this is all happiness is our choice actually. If you want to be happy, you can be happy. Brain and mind is a kind of they mind and mind do not know what is right and what is wrong. Whatever we say, it believes. If you say good things, it accepts. If you say bad things, it accepts. So it is your choice by doing meditation, by being mindful mentor, that is understanding your own personality. I too get angry, and also students also get angry. I too fail in examination, and others also fail. There is failing is a stepping stone. So we learn from trial and error, conditioning, and also insightful learning. That is the three learning in three types of learning in behaviorism. We can say by Watson. And here he mentions about empathy. Then, if a teacher nurtures and warmth, because when you see students, really we get happiness. Why we are young and energetic even today is because of our students' zeal and enthusiasm. We take as teachers. Really, if you are understand your students, then you will be happy and they will be happy. Thing is, it is a teaching is a double-edged weapon. We grow and they grow. So whatever you see, you analyze the situation. Even classroom situations will make us to analyze whether a person is able to compete with others, too much jealousy. What is clouding? What type of negative emotions and negative feelings cloud to bring out their best abilities? So that's what we have to observe and see. In counseling cases also, usually negative feelings only degrade us, lose our energy, and we feel a kind of anxiety, tension, and that leads to every negative feeling leads to a kind of not accepting our own selves and then not accepting others. That is the main reason we have to kill our negative feelings. First of all, in the classroom, I used to say that it's humanistic education. I have been mentioning about Carl Rogers, and my work is on effect of humanistic orientation training on personal and cognitive growth of students. A lot of research has been done in Kharkov's Institute of Humanizing Education. This Kharkov made David Aspie, made all empathy, respect, genuineness, and warmth converted into skills for a teacher to facilitate uh, their human potential actualization. So the main goal of education in humanistic education, where we have to use empathy, respect, genuineness, and warmth as nurturing conditions for the students, so that the students will feel free and capable, and then try to achieve their best and travel towards, as Maslow mentioned about self-actualization, realizing their full potential, and also Carl Rogers' fully functioning personality. Both of them contributed a lot, and these attitudes, Kharkov's Institute of Humanistic Education, they converted into specific skills, practicable teacher facilitator skills, And actually, that time there are no books. I got books from Massachusetts from Humanizing Education, and I prepared a package for teachers for these skills. They follow 4 fundamental aspects for the students. Actually, Hemlata, Dr. Hemlata,
Ma'am,
paper.
madam, you are not audible.
I'm
Can
not
we
audible.
display pledge?
Oh, till now you are not audible.
Madam,
No,
Am I
madam,
audible?
it is audible. We could hear.
Oh, now,
Yes. Yeah,
now,
we are hearing. Yes, madam.
ah,
It is audible.
okay, okay.
We are listening
Yeah,
even.
I sent one page, but now I will be mentioning about the teach later skill converted, which I practiced in training of teachers for 2 schools, then experimented. Those teachers who are health, their students improve drastically. Actually,
madam, you are not audible.
uh, now it comes up. Comes.
Excuse me, madam. Hamalata, madam. Maybe the problem is with your mobile. We are able to follow, madam. We are able to hear very clearly.
Okay. Now can you hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Yes? Okay. So here there is a model I prepared for the teacher trainees, converting respect, empathy, genuineness, and then warmth into a specific skills, wherein Kharkov Institute of Humanizing Education, that is the only humanizing education in the world, and I prepared a package. This goes like this: teacher helping skills. I give the handouts later to Hemlata. Attending skills. What is attending? Physical attending. Even in the classroom also, we are able to teach our syllabus, but at the same time, first 5 to 10 minutes, you observe each child and ask them. I usually ask, how are you feeling? How are you doing? How is you? How happy are you? Like that, I will start. And then attending skills are like physical attending, and then psychological attending, facial expressions, body language, and also listening. Very, very important. Mindful mentor, as a mindful mentor, listening is very, very important. Active listening, attentive listening, and we have to be, as a teacher, we have to have many years to listen from our own students. First of all, for all these, we have to have lot of warmth for our students. We need to love our students, because students make us learn more, and we also make students learn, because of this experience we grow and they grow, and see only the only the positive things in others, and automatically you don't dislike anyone in the field. That's my experience. And in every situation, in problem solving situation also, you see the positive things in, and then try to take challenges and come up with your own solutions, for so many solutions for one problem. So one after the other, concentrate without feeling about the problem negatively, without feeling fear, without feeling embarrassed. We need to see the problem as it is, logically think. And there are so many ways, like so many keys. There are so many keys for a single clock. Is we for you may not be having one single maybe having only one single key, but for every problem there are innumerable number of solutions, provided you can think with coolly, both with logically and also insightfully and also intuitively. That is the greatest skill. And responding, attending means physical attending. In the class we have to attend them. We have to see every child's face so that you can observe. Here many people are mentioning now mental well-being. Look, listen to them. Link means, look means observe, attending them, and then responding them. What is responding them is empathically responding, understanding their problem, seeing through their situations, and try to make them accept the situation and try to understand their feelings. First of all, in order to understand others' feelings, we have to decide whether it is a positive or negative, and then select the correct word, and then try to tune into the same wavelength of the. Suppose if somebody's teacher's student is feeling very high, then you cannot say this is an easy problem. That is the biggest problem for her, not for us. So therefore, we have to enter into the emotional world of the child, and we have to create a kind of emotional well-being first. So for which you should act like a soldier to kill negative feelings in the beginning itself, so that mental well-being is like listening to them empathically, understanding them, and helping them too. In these skills, there is another, after responding, personalizing. If there is a problem, my own close friend is not caring for me. Many times students report, even in college students report, and they feel so unhappy and then so mentally degraded, and then they wanted to stop their studies also. Sometimes uh, they feel. So in such a case, what do you feel about your friend? So if you see good things, so I'm also having my own mistakes while dealing with my friend. So if she could come out with owning the problem, personalizing the problem or any problem, my mistake is also there when she is thinking. So in such a way, they have to accept their problem. That is called personalizing. And later on, we have to set goals for initiating the programs, goals, short-term goals, long-term goals, and then solve the problems. So here in humanistic education, we go to that extent. But in classrooms, as a teacher in college, with dealing with uh, young adults of present generation, dominated by digital world and digital technology. Most of them are thinking about the outside things rather than inside things. They don't know how to understand their own feelings, their own faults, their own limitations, but they see very well the limitations of others. And then if as a mindful mentor, as a teacher, you have to role model. You have to take a kind of situation in the classroom itself, and then try to solve the problems in front of the children, and create a kind of peer learning also. Make them groups, and then make them attach it to. And I think in Baroda, in for socialization classes, I used to do an experiment. That is, I used to change their seats. If they are sitting side by side, every week I used to change in a class this seats, so that they can learn to adjust with others and develop good things of their own benchmate and all. And not only that, I could see this type of mentoring, mindful mentoring, is we have to, as a mindful mentor, we have to have a kind of attitude to help them, because we are also having mental health problems, and we are also having problem when enjoying mental health. How we are enjoying mental health with good hobbies, whatever we like. Even if there is a stress in terms of studies, examination, and all, then immediately you can have a good hobby which you like it, and then try to do it. Not only relaxation, but whatever gives you happiness towards right direction, that becomes a hobby. Do it and then get happiness, reboost yourself, rejuvenate your energies, and then again you carry on your. I think even in studies also we have to follow 20 minutes reading, 5 minutes Pomodoro methods in memory and all. And whatever things we say, we need to role model. Even it is difficult, but try. And that's what I could see in my lifetime. If we at least whatever we say, actually I used to say whatever I practice, I say. And even the little thing that we practice, you tell them, you share with them. Be close, be observable, be helping. So one thing, one experiment I used to do, every student has to write everyone's good things, strengths, and also their friends. Almost all they are interacting with their classmates. They can write 3 or 4 good things in others, and they appreciate them, and then they give compliments generously, so that they can have more bonding, affection, socialization, learning from one another. That is very, very important. We always learn from one another, not only from students, not only from our class 4 employees, not only household, neighbors, literate, illiterate, rural, urban, everything. Why, whatever we know, they don't know. Whatever they know, we don't know. So in such a case, we don't know some of the things that all these people, students are saying, but we have to educate, we have to learn from them. So to learn from them, when we see good things in others, different things in others, we have to appreciate and give compliments generously, so that that compliment is inside and comes out through smile, happiness, and also they are more encouraged to do it more and more in that strength, improve their strengths. In the same way, what I think is really a kind of observation, and also dealing problems, even if a small problem is, take that chance to explain negative feelings, positive feelings, or you are feeling logical or illogical, like that. At least once in a after knowing some people are suffering, some people are anxious, some people are fearful, some people are aggressive nowadays. I think in homes also they are becoming so aggressive and breaking things and expressing anger. We have to find out the reason for anger. And in behavior therapy, there are so many relaxation exercises for anger relaxation in front of the mirror. We do it. And also, first of all, we have to find out the reason why they are behaving. And cognitive behavior therapy can be offered. All these things can be referred later. As a teacher, it is hectic, but it is not impossible. So, at least once in a week, interact with the students, evening sessions, and why you are feeling, what happened, what is your family background, and all those things we have to find out. And accordingly, we have to teach. So, this is the thing that I would like to tell you. And also, I experimented one experiment in university also. Every year I do it. Whatever you want to teach, you just have 10 points, main side headings or main points. and make your class into groups, 4 or 5 people, and ask them to draw a figure out of 10 points. Let them repeat, let them by heart those things, and then ask them to draw a figure like flower having the main point and example, main point and example. Some people can have drawing and painting also. They can draw good figures like a fan and repeat them. One person will repeat and others will chant like mantra, all 10 points, main points, and examples also. And some people, I ask them, 1 or 2 people, to tune the main points. That means whichever tune you like, music, whichever song you like, you can sing a song out of those 10 points. And I experimented in even in computer classes and in the university, MSc students and all. Some people dance with the songs. Some people make a game with the points. And this can be done within 1 hour in the classroom. That is both educative to the teacher, easy for the teacher as well as student, and it is practically proved joyful learning. And the same thing they presented, I used to give 1 week to practice it, and then later on present in the classroom. And later on, whenever they get functions, Freshers Day or farewell day or any other function or festivals and all, they can present this dance instead of dancing for the songs of other people. It is better. So like that they learned their lessons, and even staff, college teachers felt very easy to teach because every point you need not teach, but only thing is essence. 10 points are there, make it as a flower, and they remember in the classes very easily. This way, within an hour, they can master the all the groups present their own way of dealing with a song, with a drawing, with a figure, with a drawing, and also music, the tune, song, dance, quiz, game. So please try in the class so that they develop a kind of more peer connections and they realize their others' plus points and then respect the others, and as a teamwork, even whatever teacher teaches as a mental health, they mentor, but apart from our helping them to be resilient and mentally healthy, if they can work and with peers, if they learn from peers, if they educate the peers, their own friends, then they can learn better than what we teach from teachings. So children learn from their own classmates better than their own leaders, their own team builders better than others. Now, humanistic education package is ready, and I developed this and I trained teachers. In future, if you want to go further, the organizers or anyone who would like to use this package, you can contact me, and we can give training and you can follow the training package and then go ahead as a facilitator of learning and humanistic educator and mental health educator, mindful mentor. All these things are rooted in this because this is long back. That is, I think in 90 I got PhD degree. Effect of humanistic orientation training of teachers on personal and cognitive growth. Personal means emotional intelligence, emotional maturity, empathy, motivation, perception of their teachers, and also social skills, socialization process. And the cognitive skills I took academic achievement and also creativity. So they improved because of this training given to teachers. They used all these nurturing conditions through skills empathy, respect, genuineness, and warmth. And we could see a lot of improvement in students' achievement, confidence levels, and also creativity and also innovativeness, trying new ideas by being free, because he is not a teacher, is not the dictator, authority, but he is acting as a facilitator of learning, providing nurturing conditions to free their potential, maximum potential. And then this is the root of mental well-being and developing resilience. Because here you can discuss even difficult problems of your own in the class. And then let them understand that you also a human being come across with the misunderstandings, come across with the difficult problems, how to withstand, and you can share. Even the other day, sister was sharing that because of beating, I could not. Later on, I could see, I could understand the child, and then try to help her. He was mentioning. Usually, first of all, we need to enjoy our own teaching. How to enjoy our own teaching? Because be enthusiastic to learn something new, something different. Kotta Cheppali, I must tell today my students, not one different things, unique things. Some interesting thing, some novelty should be introduced in our lessons, for which you need to be a continuous learner, updating your knowledge and encouraging students with your enthusiasm. Be enthusiastic, be active. Teaching is reaching to enrich. That means we have to reach them psychologically, understand them, then only we can teach. So in that way, we can become a mindful mentor, not only to understand ourselves, equip ourselves with our mental health, but also truly we present our own transparent self so that we also learn from mistakes and we also get to misunderstandings and problems and we also make mistakes, but always there is a room for improvement to improve our strengths or plus points. Now,
Madam, can we display pledge?
Yes.
It is on the screen, ma'am.
It is on the screen. Which one? Pledge?
Pledge, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then I can see from this. How can I see this? Yes. Can I see the pledge on the screen?
Yes, ma'am. You can read.
In the screen for, because it is in my cell only. I wrote. All of you, dear
Okay, madam. I can read for you.
Okay.
Dear participants, madam has given us a pledge to all the faculty of higher education institutions. As it is online, we cannot make sound. Just please tell this pledge to each one of you to yourself. I'll read. I make mental health and well-being a daily priority in myself and in my students by fostering open dialogue and encourage to participate in open conversations about mental wellness, stress management, and self-care to create a supportive, compassionate environment in my classroom. I pledge to practice with integrity of thought, word, and deed. Trikarana Suddhi. Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you. Dear teachers, I love teaching. I love teaching. And you love teaching and enjoy teaching. Teaching is an addiction.
Dear participants, all of you please switch on your videos so that we can take a photo with our madam.
Any questions, please? Any problems, any questions from your side in the classrooms when you are dealing with teenagers as well as young adults? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, ma'am, I would like to raise a question. Nowadays, drug addiction has become a problem.
Yes.
So, how do you think that we can counsel, particularly the boys, and the public is also coming, selling, going, and we are not able to handle in such situations?
Thing is, even in the university also we had the same problem. Vice Chancellor suspended them, and they came to my for counseling in the, I think it is in finance or architecture. Then there are three people. When we sit together, they need counseling, my dear, because personal counseling helps. Those three members, they go out and then one person will be motivating them. And I just asked, I am not interested, but because of my friend, I am going and then taking drugs. So when we talk to them, when we interact with them, definitely there will be a change, even in the classroom also. If they are addicted, you can also slowly. I took 3-4 sessions for them, and then made them to realize their life, their goals, their achievements, and then their parents also are not happy with them, and the authorities scared them that we are going to suspend you. But at the same time, I called to my room and then personally discussed, and they just reduced that because of someone who is instigating, they become addicted. And if you tackle those who are the people that are going with whom they are having company, counseling definitely changes for students, because personally when we sit, then definitely they realize the things and they realize the sacrifice of parents and parental ambitions, and uh, actually we have to make them to reduce little by little, small increments. Even in counseling, addiction, alcohol, and other things also, we say if you want to, if they're too much addicted adults, then we say if you want to change, we will help you. Counseling is to help others to help himself. Counseling is helping the individual to help himself. We raise the hand. But for students, definitely counseling go a long way, and then we can use many methods to how they can relax, how they can develop good hobbies, how they can be three members together and enjoy uh, college life in a positive way. All these things we can discuss only through counseling, ma'am. Because drug addiction is a serious problem. In the university, they have controlled so much, but sometimes in the night and also somewhere they go and all. But nowadays, it is a bit controlled because of Vice Chancellor, and many people are coming to me. I was there, and then when we show empathy, when we show acceptance, it is okay. Do you want to change? Do you want to reduce little by slowly? They can decondition this habit.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Hemlata and organizers, for giving me this opportunity to meet our JMJ family here, and JMJ College Tenali. And I have so much of admiration for the Tenali, for Tenali JMJ College. Hemlata really is a very good topic of the present day, because I told intellectual giantness, emotional crippledness. Many
Thank you, ma'am.
coming. They are earning so many lakhs of rupees, but they have their own mental health problems. Then have depression feelings, anxiety, and they want to quit their jobs. So many
Thank you,
things.
madam. Dear participants, we came to the end of the program. This is the report of the 5-day International Online Faculty Development Program on the topic, The Mindful Mentor, a proactive framework for fostering student resilience and mental well-being. The faculty development program was begin with the introduction given by the convener, Dr. P. Hemalata, followed by invoking God's blessings through lighting the lamp and a small bhajan, Om Jagadishwara. Dr. Mithilesh Bhakre, Center Head, Center for Inclusion and Diversity, MSFDA Pune, delivered a keynote address. The session highlighted the vital role of mindful mentoring in fostering student resilience and emotional well-being within higher education scenario. He emphasized inclusive practices, emotional diversity, and the significance of creating emotionally friendly campuses through gender sensitization, rural student support, PWD inclusion, and emotional care systems. Drawing from the Indian knowledge system, he presented the IKS protocol, Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, and Upeksha as foundational attitudes for emotional maturity. He further outlined practical strategies such as ice-breaking sessions, Raka for relaxation, ABC analysis, strength-based mentoring, and innovative tools like the emotion box. Overall, his address provided holistic, actionable insights for educators to nurture emotionally safe and supportive learning environment. The next session was taken by Professor T.D. Vimala, Department of Psychology, Acharya Nagarjuna University, focused on understanding the mental health landscape in higher education. She delivered an insightful session on the rising mental health challenges among college students, emphasizing the need for greater mental health literacy among educators. She discussed key symptoms of poor mental health, the consequences of prolonged distress, and the traits of a mentally healthy individual. Practical strategies such as exercise, journaling, social support, spirituality, and positive thinking were highlighted for promoting well-being. A major focus was the look, listen, link model, guiding teachers to observe, listen empathetically, and connect students to appropriate support. The session concluded by reinforcing the transformative role of educators play in fostering emotionally resilient learners. Dr. Sister Teresa KVM, General Counselor, took over the Day 2 session from Rome on the mindful educator, building self-awareness and emotional intelligence, highlighted the importance of self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and resilience in creating emotionally safe and responsive classrooms. Key themes included mindfulness practices, stress management, empathy fatigue, and Coleman's emotional intelligence framework, showing how mindfulness strengthens emotional clarity and regulation. Practical strategies such as mindful breathing, boundary setting, reflective practice, and self-compassion were emphasized to support educators' well-being. The session encouraged teachers to model resilience and calmness for their students. It concluded with a powerful reminder to choose calm in chaos and take one mindful step at a time. The third day session by Dr. P. Swati, Head Department of Psychology, Usmania University, Hyderabad, took over the session on classroom strategies for enhancing students' resilience. She focused on fostering student resilience in today's emotionally demanding academic environment. She explained resilience through the 4-zone model and highlighted common student stressors such as academic pressure, family expectations, and digital overload. Psychological frameworks including the Circle of Control, Kobasa's 3 Cs, Ginberg's 7 Cs, and the PERMA model were presented with practical strategies like gratitude, journaling, and positive self-talk. Participants shared real experiences, and Dr. Swati suggested feasible classroom practices such as short life skill discussions and weekly reflection sessions. The session was appreciated for its clarity, structure, and practical applicability. The day 4 session is on Recognize, Respond, Refer, Faculty Toolkit for Student Mental Health Support by Dr. B. Ravikant, Deputy Director, Career Counseling and Mentoring, Geetham deemed to be University, Visakhapatnam. He focused on empowering faculty to identify, understand, and address student mental health concerns using the Recognize, Respond, Refer framework. He highlighted raising issues such as anxiety, depression, burnout, and suicidal tendencies, emphasizing the importance of early detection and empathetic response. Critical insights were shared on crisis warning signs, the home college emotional gap, online influences, and essential inner learning skills for students. Practical strategies for resilience building and sensitive communication were discussed through real case examples. The session was widely appreciated for its clarity, relevance, and actionable guidance for faculty mental health support. The day 5 session is on synergistic role of yoga, meditation, and diet in promoting mental rejuvenation and emotional well-being. Dr. K. Jyoti Dayanandan highlighted how yoga, meditation, and a balanced diet work synergistically to promote mental rejuvenation and emotional well-being. She explained how yogic practices help reduce stress hormones, calm the nervous system, and improve concentration, while meditation enhances self-awareness, emotional balance, and inner peace. The role of nutrition in regulating mood, boosting energy, and supporting brain health was emphasized, along with the practical lifestyle guidelines. The session provided actionable techniques for integrating mind-body practices into daily routines. Participants appreciated the holistic and scientifically grounded approach to mental wellness. In her valedictory address, Dr. D. Saroja, retired professor and president, Global Counseling Psychologist Association, highlighted the growing need for humanistic education in a society drifting towards dehumanization. She emphasized that teachers must embody respect, genuineness, empathy, and warmth to foster student well-being and support self-actualization as advocated by Maslow and Carl Rogers. Stressing the role of educators in creating emotionally safe learning spaces, she encouraged faculty to make mental health a daily priority. The session concluded with a collective pledge by faculty to promote open dialogue, support student wellness, and uphold Trikarana Siddhi, integrity of thought, word, and deed. Thank you very much for your kind cooperation and patient listening. Now I hand over the session to Anuja to propose a formal vote of thanks in brief. Thank you.
It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee of the JMG 5-day International Online FDP program on the mindful mentor and a proactive framework for fostering students' resilience and mental well-being. Firstly, I extended my sincere thanks to our correspondent, Dr. Sister Teresamma, Principal, Dr. Sister Santha, and Vice Principal, Dr. Sister Rosaline, for their constant support, encouragement, and guidance in organizing this program successful. I extended my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed resource persons from day 1, Dr. Mithilesh Bhakre, keynote speaker, and Dr. T.D. Vimala madam, and from day 2, Dr. Sister Teresa, from day 3, Dr. Swati, from day 4, Dr. B. Ravikant, from day 5, Dr. Jyoti Dayanandan, and Dr. D. Saroja ma'am. Thank you, dear professors, for your inspiring and insightful session that have enriched our understanding of mindful mentorship, student resilience, and overall mental well-being. Your contribution had added great value for this faculty development program. My sincere appreciation goes to all the participants for your active engagement, keen interest, and continuous support throughout this program. Your involvement is meaningful. A special word of thanks to our technical supporter, Mr. Ashwant Dutt, for ensuring smooth coordination, stable connectivity, and efficient management of all technical aspects. Your dedicated work behind the scene has played a crucial role in the successful completion of this faculty development program. Finally, I thank everyone who contributed in any way to make this program successful. Thank you all once again. We look forward to meet you in our future academic endeavors. Thank you, one and all.
Dear participants, today feedback form will be posted in WhatsApp group and chat box also. You please kindly wait for your certificates. For 3 working days, we will dispatch before Wednesday evening. If not, you can contact me directly. Thank you one and all.
Hello, ma'am. Link is not open, ma'am. Yesterday also. Hello, madam. Hello, madam.
Madam, please check the WhatsApp group, madam.
Link is not open, ma'am.
Ma'am, please check in the WhatsApp group. It will be open.
Okay, sir.